Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have to step away for a quick second, but I will be back right as the match starts. So be right back. Let's see, make sure everything else is set up before I go.
Just trust that DRX will get it together. I think even if I don't think DRX is going to play their A game today. I think they'll probably play their B or their C game today, and they'll probably still eke out a win. To be honest, I could see this series getting close. Secret, I think, is solid, but again, like I've said, I don't believe in all this chopping and changing. At some point, things will crumble and fall apart. When things get close, you know, it can get very difficult when you're making all of these changes. So that's my big issue.
I mean, for me personally, I feel even better after listening to that interview. I really am feeling good for Secret today.
Yeah, I'm wondering about my prediction for today. I might even, for both of my predictions, I might want to flip-flop on this a little bit. And it's going to be really exciting. Championship points are so important for both of these teams. So we're going to have to wait and see what's going to happen in match 1 of today, VCT Pacific, between Team Secret and DRX. Another day at VCT Pacific. We have DRX facing off against Secret. DRX, our kickoff winners, are coming back in looking a little bit shaky despite them winning.
Wait, why is the title not changed? Dude, I double triple checked this.
But that is against 2 Korean teams in Genji and Nongshim. They are yet to cut their team.
Weird.
Unpredictability that is SEA Valorant. So
I see that it is not changed. I might have just kept double triple checking and not clicking save, to be honest. Probably because I tried to make sure too many times.
Totally agree. The thing that really piques my interest about Secret is
all right.
coming up from tier 2 quite a lot, and I really
sorry.
between franchising and tier 2 is very overblown.
No, the Twitch title. And Team Secret getting wins, maybe even getting themselves a swap. Zespy's been getting comfy. It's good to see.
Had such a successful year, leaning on old reliable, keeping a lot of the same Filipino players, but they've gone for this spicy SEA mix here as a Hail Mary in stage 2. And I'm
DRX versus a Secret. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a 2-1, but I would expect DRX to still win.
Roll swaps and you know how dependable that is. And we got Coach Termi there on the other side. It is his birthday today.
Oh, it's Termi's birthday.
Absolute legend of the Korean TAC FPS scene going back more than 15 years, guys. Most of you guys haven't even watched a game of esports.
Bane's got a little DRX sticker tattoo on.
I wasn't even born, I don't think.
I wasn't even born, I don't think. Oh my god, big time.
Termi was winning a trophy in a bloody TAC FPS game, alright?
Well, Jesse was definitely alive, probably.
Yeah.
I think he was playing against Termi back then, actually.
Maybe, but
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, no, different game.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Different game.
But they were definitely both, they're on the same age, like 52.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, somewhere in this 60s. Look, he's getting on a little bit.
We're gonna try with no epic. Oh, hey, it says happy birthday, Termy.
Looking forward to this matchup here. Both of these teams love a bit of a role swap, love chopping and changing up their players, so you never know what you're gonna get in the server.
I gotta say, I do like how the coaches were talking about those role swaps in the interview. To me, that screams that they have so much confidence in their players to be able to consistently deliver. I think they have a higher margin.
Meow said on the Pacific Coach content that Secret was supposed to be good on Icebox. You mean like the earlier one, or is there a new one? Thank you, Raspberries. I'm glad that the suit looked good on broadcast.
I agree. I think the vibes for Secret are fantastic. I totally agree. You hear it in their
How old is Termy now? I mean,
they're talking.
I don't know.
To each other. Yeah, that's very important.
I mean, he's older than me.
Team Secret, they are doing something interesting here. I actually love this comp. Duelist list, they are
the no duelist. I'm fine with that though. You have the Omen. It works. You still have Sova KO. You're looking to take contact initially anyway.
Yeah, he was DRX bringing out.
Yeah. You mean the old one? Yeah, because I think he was. I think I remember because he was talking about how like it left the pool, so that hurts them a bit.
This is probably the strongest comp.
I mean, but he was saying that Secret used to be good at Icebox, which is true. The roster has changed drastically since then. Secret's always been pretty good at Icebox. Envy pops off here. Oftentimes, Jesse Vash used to pop off on Icebox. The Sova KO combo was always very good for them.
Might just break the curse. I don't even think this is the crazy roll swap.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes for them.
But I'm very excited to see the very first map.
No one didn't get mad on the 2-1 mascot pick chat.
To talk us through this, we got Quack and Komodo.
They went from rotating duelist to no duelist. They took the feedback to heart. Termy is 38 now.
I do kind of like our build div though. I mean,
wait.
On the Sova on Icebox last week, he was pretty good.
Oh, he's not that much older than me.
An improvement there. I don't know what Big Time is talking about.
I thought he would have been like 1 or 2 years older than that, but huh.
I think he is mad in thinking that
why do teams run KO Sova over Gecko Sova for a zero duelist comp on Icebox? I mean, I think there's two different ways to think about it, but I think the KO gives you a little bit more actual fighting power. Also, it denies the utility from the opponents, and I think that's huge, right? Since you don't have a way to really force the entry. Obviously, the wingman helps, but if you're not playing, Harbor Sage, the wingman is only a small part of it. And if you're gonna be playing, Gecko, I mean, I think you still want the KO for the Gecko KO capabilities for the fight. Hey, Uranium. Chobra, I'm sorry, I did not know you were almost 40. Why are you sorry? That's nothing to be sorry about. Let me know what the volume is. It feels a little soft to me, but I can always raise my own volume.
Oh, this is looking good for Team Secret actually though. Australia will have a heal.
Huge. I love that they back off and they group to clear mid once more. This is very good from Secret. Doesn't risk anyone like going for an ego peek on A and getting picked off. You're all staying together. You're making sure all your bases are cleared. If they plant A, they plant A. No big deal. You still have the Viper, so you still have the screen. You've got B cleared, so you say, okay, we haven't seen them on the alarm bot. All right, now we have the flank, and you can still have Killjoy kind of covering if they try to push out elsewhere. It basically circumvents any potential Sage wall. Very, very good. Huge from Secret, as long as they don't walk in one by one.
Second sheriff shot though, Freen coming back in, now stuck. And a 1-on-2 has to worry.
I do wonder how Envy's going to do on the Sova on this map, because he used to pop off on the KO.
If he can.
It's a little quiet, okay.
Trying to play around the corners for it now, but oh, as he stays crouched under, it's Envy who finds him first. Yeah, it's the heavy lifting from the shots earlier on for Team Secret, really, isn't it? The fact that they just have a player advantage, a double player advantage. A 4 versus 2 does become difficult when you've got Australia and Freeing playing a little bit more disconnected.
Sexy food, what's the lore? What?
You've got a recon dart available,
who even said that?
You're looking to throw them into the mix as well because you're playing on the element of surprise. You're not revealing your positioning. You're trying to catch a couple of those teams.
Hey, Lazy Daisy.
In the retake. And it feels like to me that DRX were caught off guard just at the very beginning, right? Weren't expecting this immediate aggression up through A, through mid as well. Just a nice pistol for Team Secret.
I mean,
throwing
it's
it back to a composition where we don't
Envy.
see many
Envy's
teams
also
around
a
the world anymore playing
Envy's also a
Specifically
friggin'
comes to mind Team
pistol
PRX,
god.
They had a bit of a shocker, and Carmine Corp. They're the only two rosters that are really playing this at the moment. So we'll
아
see
방금
if Team
시크릿이
Secret
진짜
are gonna
잘한
be
거예요.
bringing elements
일단 한
from
명도
that
두지 않고 다 같이 간 것도
series
좋고
where
세이지가
this
있어서
team is
뒤로
looking
판 것도
comfortable
좋고
playing in
그냥
areas that
숫자가
they
앞서고 있을
are
때
just champion, right?
정말
The debut of
최선의
Dion
선택을 한 거여가지고.
instead of the duelist, I'll say it looks better.
Ooh, nice try.
Want it to look even better going across this week.
Dude, I think they might actually.
Nizzy as well. I mean, from our desk,
I think DRX has to watch out here. I mean, I'm not saying like DRX is in trouble, but I think Secret. It feels like they are going to play this comp quite okay, as I say that. I mean, the 4 spies are insane. We've gone full G2.
Currently, the recon will fly above head. Might allow for Wild Oreo, but as soon as the swing goes through, DRX are just happy to continue
Damn,
swinging. Another kill
dude.
for Flashback,
A
and it's DRX
flawless on the Force? That's actually crazy. Do you think there's a possibility DRX doesn't even make playoffs? I mean, it's very unlikely, but we'll see. I mean, if they lose today, sure, there might be, but I think head-to-head wise, they should still be okay.
That is not the way that you want a map to be starting. You claim the pistol, you drop the second
Played
one.
Reina
Very
Roulette.
convincingly from a DRX there. So unless they have a bit of a shambles play in this round, they should be taking the lead and chasing many more rounds on this attacking side.
Certainly would expect it.
I mean, big Force kind of circumvents everything.
Snowball it into a bigger advantage. Mako as the sole lurker will be holding things down.
Ooh,
It's a
dude.
dodge, a double kill of all
Good
things.
control, and he gets the reload.
Oh,
Dude, Mako's been practicing with the stinger.
Just reloads as well.
Now, DRX are just into the A site. They can go for the plant. They'll recognize.
You know the KO's here, though. You didn't hear that knife flying through.
I'm more interested in looking at Mako in Garage.
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah.
Flashback didn't find that one, and they knew where Kelly S was because he just used the 0 point. So maybe another flawless one.
Still hiding. There we go. Gets the quad. And that's very close to, well, halfway away from the Viper's Pit now.
Yeah, well, speaking about ultimates, though, Estrella already picking up the resurrection.
Round 4.
Is DRX's bind good?
3 in the first half or something like that. So we're seeing a lot of these Sages be very
I mean, their bind is okay. Why are we asking about DRX's bind?
A lot of stalling power as well.
How did we lose Icebox? If you're asking about the Nongshim game, I mean, I think it really comes down to there were like 1 or 2 rounds in the first half where RQ just completely outcalls Nongshim. Just reads exactly. Nongshim, I mean, they're all in all, quite frankly, yesterday's map 2 and 3, it's just a clear diff. Like, there's a clear experience diff, there's a clear calling diff, there was a clear aim diff as well. Jemkin was popping off, Monyet was popping off consistently. So, I mean, it was just like a, it's not like, it was very different from a lot of the other matches where it's like, even if there was a macro diff, it's like, yeah, but Nongshim was shooting so well, it's a shame. No, I mean, yesterday it's like, nope, we just straight up lost. Like, there's nothing more to really say about it. Obviously, you can break it down, but it's not like, oh, like we got unlucky 1 or 2 rounds, or like, just a little bit of a, 1 or 2 people being off. It was like, nah, dude, like that was a complete skill diff across the board. So it sucks. I mean, the map draft, I have some thoughts about it, but I'm not going to say anything until the stage is over. I haven't talked to them about it, but I have some inklings on why the draft might have gone that way. Some of which make sense, some of which I don't agree with, but...
Just around the smokes. Now, alarm signals going off for Team Secret. We'll see how.
Did your yesterday's hosting affect your voice a little bit, or it's my ears? No, not really. I mean, I haven't spoken much today, so my voice might just still be a little raspy. I don't do my warm-ups for stream. Damn, dude.
Well, this is where things get interesting, Quack. 20
That's
seconds
big.
To go. No heal on a Marco, so he's just 1 HP here. Cannot afford any mistakes, and that's
no, Trace Trooper, that is not true. You can also still retain Ascension with Champs points. But for Nongshim, realistically speaking, it's kinda the same thing. There's a good chance they're not in top 8 with points if they don't make playoffs. But the original announcement is exactly as you said. So, which I think is too brutal, especially since you don't play everyone this year. But Pacific has very clearly stated that it includes point standings as well, which is a bit of a retcon, but as Riot does, they didn't say that. They just posted a new rule without saying anything. Supposedly the other regions have included it in some of their blog posts as well.
He's
But
1 HP and he still gets another frag to come through. That is some superb crosshair placement to come through from him today already with the stingers.
So Nongshim is not 100% out just because they don't make playoffs, but just given how the point standings are and who's where in Pacific, there's a good chance that if Nongshim doesn't make playoffs, then they probably are at risk even with the points.
Finished him off with 7 seconds to go on the clock. There might not have been a way for DRX to be able to get that plant and win.
I mean, I guess you could argue it's both, but I think, you know, for one, RQ, there's a lot of props I want to give to RQ because I felt like it might take them a little longer. Like, quite frankly, I wouldn't have been surprised if it took them until like the last week of regulation to really figure things out. Like, not necessarily win matches, but like look comfy, have comps that work for them, etc. But it seems like they've really shored that up very immediately. And I mean, I've been saying this throughout the year, but I've always been calling out Magnet a little bit on his consistency since last year, including coming into this year. I've mentioned several times on stream that my biggest question mark is Magnet. Can he not only be consistent, but be self-sufficient, right? Like, make decisions on his own that isn't impacting the team negatively? And I would say that that was a big part of them winning Stage 1, but he's continuing to do that now as well. So RQ definitely played well. Nongshim didn't play great, but I don't think it's simply like, you know, Nongshim just threw the game or whatever. Just a mix of both. But I mean, I think there was just... It's just a very, I mean, it's hard to explain without going through it round by round, but there was a very clear skill gap in both macro and aim as well. And I mean, if you consider the fact that against some strong teams, even if Jemkin's popping off, it sometimes gets hard. When you're also getting diffed on macro, you're just going to lose.
They just have no information right now.
Oh, the turret.
Sightlines really either.
That's crazy that the turret goes down at that point, by the way.
Dude, that is insane that he finds the split second the turret goes down.
Yellow gets a couple of spams through the smokes. Mako still causing mayhem around mid. Nizzy, unfortunately,
the spike's gonna go up. Flashback.
He's still going for the kill. Okay.
Oh, I mean, it's gonna be another flawless round to come through from
yeah,
BME,
I think that's okay with flashback.
Stays around to collect on the kill. Well,
you have money. You hasten the lockdown. I think that's good. I think that's smart, actually. Maximize the snowball here.
Players in this scene and on the attacking side for DRX too. When you've got 4 rounds in a row right now and we're not really seeing too much retaliation come through from Team Secret, we need to see a good idea come through from the defenders, and the idea is going to be a collective effort from the coaches right now. Get some discussions happening.
I mean, the thing about map drafts though is, unless it's like a complete like, I think there's very few drafts where I think there's very few map drafts where I'm like, okay, this is just like a straight up mistake. And one of them is actually PRX Grand Finals against EG at Champions. But aside from that, it's always easy to go in hindsight and be like, yeah, but this would have worked. But it's just like, I mean, we don't, you know, we don't always know like what's going on in the scrims, you know, like maybe the Icebox has been getting better and better. Maybe the Icebox has always been good, so they felt like, no, we can still do this. They probably think that, you know, we're going to play exactly the same as we did against DRX, so we've shored that up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to tell because here's the thing. You say Sunset is a great Neon map, which is true, but that also means like it should very easily be a comfort map for Magnet as well. And personally, I think I'm not too shocked about the Sunset ban because I think Sunset works for RRQ stylistically, but also Magnet has traditionally been very comfortable in it. He could be playing the Neon, he could be playing other things, and it's just like, I mean, yeah, like I agree. Like, I'm not saying Sunset sounds like a bad map for Nongshim. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's I think it's very unfair a lot of times to go in hindsight about a map draft and be like, yeah, but they should be good at this map. And it's like, I mean, sometimes you should be good at it and you're not as well. So it's like, I mean, you know.
big statement still around
Hard for us to say.
Some respect between both teams, but Wild Oreo as well as Mako.
Yeah, he's not aware of this creep up from Mako, is he? That's the B site just completely open.
I mean,
down this pit if he wanted to.
Secret is struggling, man. They've lost all the confidence after from the pistol after they got freaking
space being afforded to DRX now.
forced on.
Simple wall and a plant. Hunter's Fury drawn out, but it doesn't really do too much. It's a little bang
bit
up
of
onto
a
Estrella, who manages to get away.
Team Secret are not looking good in this one. Things
bit of a whiff there.
There's that pit that's going to spread towards the site, cover the spike. I think you might even look to just call this round now.
Unless it can get a kill through the pit somehow.
But yeah, in terms of Nongshim chat, well, hold on. This round's not actually over. Although it mostly should be. Oh, dude, huge double. I mean, Freeing dying is actually rough. Freeing shouldn't have died there, but either way, that buys time for the rotate in from Killjoy on the lurk. So, regarding Nongshim, but at the end of the day, I think unless something else had happened in terms of overall results from the first week, very realistically, it was going to come down to the Nongshim GE match. I think just winning against RQ would have made it, you know, even if you lost, you had a chance. And also, it would have been a huge confidence boost. On paper, I think it was possible, but after seeing how they played yesterday, I don't think it was possible, to be honest. But, you know, it's going to come down to the GE match, which I don't think is going to... I mean, I think that's going to be an absolute banger. Assuming both teams show up. The trouble is I feel like both GE and us, Nongshim, have the risk of not showing up. So hopefully that doesn't happen for either team, because that would be unfortunate.
Could be valuable if they find themselves with a good advantage in this round. You know, the likes of 2 kill advantages, probably the tipping point.
And a really deliberate one-way from Zespio as well. Spotted out through the jump peak, but he's kind of dug himself in the corner unless he TPs away.
DRX are just getting so close towards an explosive play on towards the site now.
Zespio's at 3 HP. I mean, dude, if he gets one at all at any point, that's value. The lurk's ready by Mako in mid.
They'll take a little bit of solace that they don't have to worry
about.
Oh,
dodges the 0 point. That's a good timing from Kelly S, but it's going to give them false security. At the end of the day, it's an eco. Go for it, man. Go for it.
He was looking for the ace. He got felled, so it's not going to come on through. But he certainly has a focal point spray down there that he does.
I think Nongshim should have won against DRX. I think, I mean, that's what I mean, though. I honestly think every match Nongshim has lost this year, it always felt like both good and bad. Like, it was actually, it always felt bad, but also very easy to have copium, because I think all of them were winnable, like one way or another. Like, even if you were weaker on certain fronts for sure, like at a macro level, I think all of the matches that Nongshim has lost this year were winnable until this RRQ match. I don't think that was winnable, given how it played. Like, I mean, unless, you know, you want to argue, like, well, they could have prepped it differently, or, like, you know, the map draft differently. It's like, that's, like, out of the server stuff, right? And that's, like, pre-planning. But I would say that this is the first match where I'm just like, no, I don't think there's actually any cope, which is, like, it's not as emotionally devastating, but it does feel worse, because I'm just like, oh, there's, like, a lot to work on, which is fine, because they are an Ascension team at the end of the day, but, you know, it's a big reality check, I think, for Nongshim. Because to me, that, like, the RQ match, I was just like, nope, I don't think there's any reason to have copium about that match specifically. Not that, like, I think they're done for the year, but, you know, I'm just like, no, I think you run that scenario and they lose that, like, 9 times out of 10.
This is a must-win round for Team Secret. If you call a save because of where Wild Oreo is, you're going to have another crack at it again in the next round, but now you've lost the half.
All the matches they lost were winnable. Sounds like stage 1 loud. I mean, sometimes, you know, sometimes that happens. And just so we're clear, when I say that, I'm not saying like the teams that won. I'm not saying like Talon got lucky 3 times or whatever. Like obviously, a team that won should have won. But I just mean like, you know, there's those matches where you're just like, if like one person was just shooting a bit better, or that one round like you got the clutch, or you know, like there are those matches where you're like, I feel like that could have changed it. And a lot of those matches were like that. And it was, if so and so wasn't sick, or like whatever. But RQ's match, I don't think that's the case.
Team Secret again toing and froing between Guns and Ecos.
What's up, Fabio? The pain in your voice. I mean, to be very honest, I'm like, I am a little torn on how to feel about it, because I'm actually kind of mad. I'm kind of upset. But, like, part of the reason I was okay with the Copium before was I was just like, no, you know what? As long as they're showing progress, like, I think that's very important for the squad, because they're so young. And while we just really had high expectations, but quite frankly, like, if an Ascension team is able to, like, kind of hang and kind of make playoffs, I think that's the expected success of a quote-unquote Ascension team, right? G2 is not the standard, right? But like yesterday's, which also credit to RQ, like they are stage 1 winners. They just looked shaky in between, but they recovered very quickly. So it's like, yeah, I mean, that's not shocking. It's like, actually, that kind of makes sense that we get skill gapped. But also, it's just like, ooh, it's deeper. Like basically, it feels like it's deeper. Like the things that need to improve are deeper than I thought. Not unfixable, not anything like that, but it does feel like it's a bit deeper than I thought, and I think I'm just upset about that. But like, not mad at any one person or shoot. Doable actually. 2 rifles? They can't pick that one up though. It's on conveyor.
From Team Secret to this B site, they can give this one a good crack.
Yeah, but like I don't want to. But I'm trying to like hold back the anger, because I don't mean to be angry at like the players or the coaches, like anyone in specific. Dude, that was a swing. That was a swing of all time.
Possible lockdown maybe from Nizzy, but there's that.
But the anger isn't like, if that like one person didn't do this or this person stopped doing this, or like it's not the typical Reddit anger of like flip the roster or whatever.
There's just no way to dislodge him from yellow either. He can play a Hunter's Fury angle, but Estrella's reposition is godlike.
They have no idea that he's right on top. He hears the tap and wants to go for it, but it's not needed. The team has it covered in full.
DRX again, the right rotation calls, the right reads,
and
the protection as well onto the resurrection.
Mostly TMB mods.
Freeing, hitting a Sharpie. I hope we get to see that back from
Wild Oreo on Viper. I mean,
DRX here, not really phased, it feels like at the moment.
No, it doesn't feel too weird, because he's played a lot of Sentinel last year too, and Viper basically stylistically very similar. It's just recently he was playing more aggressive roles.
Certainly a lot more reliable than anything before.
I mean, it just seems like, I think a lot of us who didn't follow the tier 2 scene from the Philippines, I think we're just coming to terms with how flexible Wild Oreo seems to be. I do think the reason I was a big fan of him playing primary duelist is simply because I think this team, especially the previous roster, just needed somebody to like create space reliably, and it seemed like he was just willing to do that. But if anything, now with all dude, how does he get away? I mean, dude, he needs to be counting his lucky stars, because you're not Jet. You should not be getting out of there alive. Holy.
Oh, it's the immediate kill from Mako as well, down mid. Team Secret.
Yeah, I mean, frustration's a better way to put it, but again, not at anyone's specific like player or coach or whatever. And that's not just because I'm part of Notion. It's like, that's not. We don't have the data for that.
Not yet. Flashback kicks things off. Wild Oreo now coming through as well.
DRX, dude. I do wonder, like, I am curious if we are just going to see the same teams plus Talon, because Talon seems to have really found their footing. I mean, obviously they start with an easier easier matchup series, but because it just feels like it's the same reason I used to always underrate a lot of these Korean teams, like specifically Gen G. I'm always like, well, it's gonna take them a little while to like get used to it. I believe they will. I just think it'll be later in the year, and then they always do it like in the second week. Same with RQ now, same with DRX, and I wonder if that really is just simply experience gap. I mean, including coaches. I mean, probably. It's not that outlandish, but... So to fix Nongshim, we need a plat-ranked Waylay uncle and we make it. Is that what you're saying? To be fair, I do think I would use Waylay in the best theoretical way. Actually, I think RB could do it as well, but obviously RB IGLing.
It almost feels like for Team Secret, they just have to do something that's going to be very...
I do believe Oreo does well when he's given some level of self-agency play his own thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess like lurking... I mean, he was very good on Sentinel last year when he first debuted in Pacific. So that makes sense. It's just that the previous roster just... Jeremy just wasn't it in terms of like consistently space creating, whether he's getting frags or not, right? Like actually getting value. So that's why. But you know, if you have a team that can do it, I mean, Zespi is more than happy to try to create space. Sometimes a little too happy. Then you know you set up Oreo to succeed elsewise. I think that's good. January Jeremy is gone. Dude, honestly though, like, can I just say this? I was one of the few last bastions championing for Jeremy to give him another shot, to keep up the hype, to keep the hypium, the hopium, the copium. Because when he was good, he was so good. But, I mean, 2.5 years of inconsistency is rough. It's rough.
On DRX to change up their game plan, and they're really just not.
They're so comfortable. I mean, Mako only goes for the peak after the pop flash, and now the rest of DRX are already up around
I think this is the Team Secret we expected. Yes, I do think they have higher potential than what's being shown now, but I also think DRX is playing very well right now. I mean, this... So like, this is a match where...
The flash comes through, though.
It kind of feels like the aim diff is coming first, so it's hard to tell if there's a clear macro diff because it feels like Secret are getting caught up. You know, they're tripping on their own shoelaces because of the aim diff, right?
But 15 seconds to go. The plant now. He's got the element of unknown.
Shift walking all the way through, spots the barrel as well. Picks up.
Damn, got him. Fabio taken out.
Rosie. Mako has no clue.
Yeah, I think Talon probably makes champs.
But there you go, Team Secret.
We'll see though. I mean, currently, what is it looking like? We have T1's looking like they're returning into form bit by bit. Obviously, they have a ton of points as well. PRX continuing to look pretty good, darn solid. They have a lot of points as well. Gen G continuing to find their groove, and they're always very, very what's the right word? Stalwart in the playoffs and such. DRX looks to be finding enough footing to like be, you know, the typical DRX of like you can never count them out. Talon looks like they might even be just on the rise on the momentum. So what is that? That's 5 teams that like already look like a, you know, very potential lock, and you can only send 4, so it's already very packed. It's already very packed.
Just to eliminate the turret for now.
Hey, Lovesick. Yeah, I mean, Pacific's very competitive. It is a very competitive region, which is why it's also kind of hard to like... Unless, on which note, hold on, I was about to say, unless you're current Zeta Division or previous DFM, but even Zeta looked better yesterday, and you have to realize there was like nobody audibly cheering for Zeta, which, by the way, Zeta guy was apparently at the Inspire Arena. I had no idea. Zeta guy DM'd me afterwards. His last sentence of his DM was, also, I'm not paid actor. I always joke about him being a paid actor.
Possibly in the 3-9 right now. Nizzy getting the other kill. But Flashback alone Able to take Nizzy
They have no idea, Quack. They have
I was
no
like,
idea
what? You were here? Dude, I would have...
Great
Dude,
position,
he
but
would have been
Trigger
my
discipline
celebrity. I would have
has to
taken a
be
picture with him.
supreme. Gets the
I didn't even
first
take a
one.
picture with
Come
Tens. I would
back
take a
in.
picture with
He
Zeta
goes
guy.
for the
Oh, no.
big
Oh,
180
Oreo, we were
flex.
just talking
And
the
all of a
whole
sudden, it's a
first half
2v
about how much we like what you do, man. Oh, that cannot be happening. Envy. Okay, flashback. I mean, bold. Very bold flashback.
Has tried to just absolutely be the Undertaker in that round and drag them 6 feet under. Even the 180 switcheroo.
Who is Zeta guy? He's the guy that's always like screaming his head off at the Zeta watch parties whenever we tune into them at the bar and stuff. Apparently he was at the Inspire Arena, which is sick, man. Dude, imagine you're Zeta and this guy's like flying out here to cheer you on amidst the sea of red that was T1. But yeah, what I was saying was Zeta guy I'm sure was cheering, but like you could not hear anybody cheering for Zeta because obviously T1 was cheering with drums and cheerleaders and megaphones. And Zeta still played better than they were before. Not anything to like write home about, but they were like Depp was showing up, 1010 was popping off again a little bit. So while they are most likely still going to be the bottom of the barrel this stage, even they're not as bad. Apparently that's flashback. How do we feel about that? How does flashback feel about that?
Have had some questionable form lately, and I think a lot of people
but
still
yeah,
wondering,
it's.
right, what this
I mean, I think that's
DRX
impressive for
squad is looking
Zeta.
like. Maybe what players we're going to be actually getting in the server as well when you consider the
Dude, that sign threw me off. The right sign was like, I came all the way from Seoul to watch DRX, and I was like, wait, that can't be right. I didn't read that correctly. But then in parentheses, they were like, I did. It's true. I came all the way. And I was like, okay, you mean you're just joking.
Damage at champions. Can they figure out what they're looking like?
Gotta keep your eyes on the prize, Komodo. But at the same time,
Don't show Flashback that poster. He might go on a break again. Damn. That cuts deep. What's up, Fizzy? Have you had the chance to catch other regions? Not too much. I was just watching. I watched about half of Team Heretics' Corrode. I do have to watch like all of them though, because things have changed and now I'm on Plant Chat for all the regions. So I am going to be in the VOD dungeon tonight/tomorrow.
Nothing to be seen. Team Secret concealing movement. Hyunmin, quick check.
Yeah, that lead is just gone, isn't it? And a stray up might get caught out with these knife in hand, actually. But Nizzy,
I watched a little bit this morning of NRG's Corrode.
And also a shot dart kill coming from nowhere. Free.
Didn't see as much as I would have wanted from their comp, but I do like their comp. The double initiator, double controller with Waylay. I do like it. Dude, freeing so low. I mean, but it's Hyunmin. Oh, dude, Envy's low too.
Needs to land every single shot now. Gets hit by the flash as well.
Zespew tries to get ahead of it. He's ready. Oh, dude, Hyunmin was kind of ready for it.
Team Secret going to be picking up another pistol round here, but are they going to be able to?
Your tweet was plastered on the main. Oh, did it make it there? Yeah, I realized after I tweeted, I was like, oh, this probably makes it into the broadcast. But stream yourself in the VOD dungeon? Not tonight, because I'll be too tired. But tomorrow, that is probably what we'll have to do on stream, just because I have to make sure that I mean, I have to watch all of EMEA. I think I'll be hosting Americas, because I asked, like, I probably can't watch all of the Americas games as well.
Let's go DRX.
DRX. Thank you, AutumnBuzz13. That's how the I just realized you guys can't hear that, but that's how the text-to-speech reads it. Let's go DRX. But thank you for the tier 1 resub 6 months in a row. Welcome back, AutumnBuzz.
Currently a trio stack on the A site.
Wait, you heard it? Wait, you're not supposed to hear it. Hold on. Hold on. I mean, I'm sure nothing important will happen this round. Why did you hear that?
Slows coming through from a stretch.
Oh, why did this change? You're not supposed to. Yeah, somebody should sub again so we can test it. What just happened? Yeah, you're not supposed to hear it because I don't like having those pop up during the match. That way I can just like read them off after the round ends if there's something important going on. But I'm not trying to I'm not trying to silence the supporters chat before anyone tries to spin the narrative.
He's got one online at least right now, but it's just the double swinging to come out from DRX, isn't it? And they're not overplaying their hand here either.
30 seconds left.
Very tempered here, DRX.
Such control.
I mean, dude, Spike stranded, two rifles you absolutely do not want to lose. Oh, guys, we're gonna take two 1v2s.
Oh, it happens again, Quack. It happens again. You get the pistol round to lose the second one. This is just not the way that you want things to go for Team Secret.
They didn't even force.
No, it was Big Ol' Thrifty to come through for DRX. Hyunmin with the Sheriff, the shots collected. God. I mean, there's just bodies around this A site. A very big difference of approach as well on the attacking side, where DRX are playing very slow, right? Team Secret trying to do the same kind of thing, but just in towards the stack where they don't get any.
That is rough.
Which is surprising. 0 point, drone, recon dart. You got a lot of elements that you can put deep in towards the site to play off of.
Dude, this is honestly so annoing. Sage comps that do this, where they just invest either the slow orb plus shock or recon to secure the orb every time, because it's like, I mean, what are you supposed to do, man? Just waste other util to deny it? Like, because all you're doing is denying it. You're not getting it yourself. It's so, it's so suffocating.
Desperately needing it.
Meanwhile, Envy is just...
Dono walling is just Chobra's hobby. Don't worry about it.
No, it's going to take him quite some time. Kelly has, though,
yeah, add that to the Wikipedia page. Trivia. Chobra enjoys Dono walling.
The fact that that dark cover is there has just bought a lot of time.
Oh, but Mako turns around too.
So aware.
So, clock still ticking. DRX needing to make a move.
How do you think Freeing feels about picking up that Vandal? The pilot Vandal.
The weapons will punch through.
Yeah, not phased.
You can never Dono wall more than a
DRX. Still very coordinated in how they're regrouping their forces back towards this
true.
A flank for flank situation. As I'm talking about Zespew with that dark cover, buying some time for that flank to come through from Envy, but Marco. We know how aware and sensational he's been in this game. When you're seeing a little bit of the passive plays, when you're expecting that it might be a possible scenario, he's just on the money with that one. And now it's 11 for DRX. The weaponry will be back for Team Secret, but they do not have a lot of cushioning
DRX
in this map whatsoever. They have to almost go.
They were talking about something in mid.
Scenario as well. I mean, you call into play that DRX would be looking a bit sloppy if Team Secret are...
I was so wrong for getting excited about Team Secret just because they want to get global.
This is definitely where Team
I mean, I wasn't excited for Team Secret. I was just curious which Secret would show up today.
DRX at least seems to have an idea, but hit by the 0 point.
But, again, a lot of this does feel like a very big confidence diff in the first half. Like, I'm having trouble reading whether it's just simply, like, lack of prep / bad execution or a confidence diff. And unfortunately, we're not going to have enough rounds in the second half to determine further.
Pop flash is coming over. Mako hiding in the smoke.
Yeah, meanwhile, there's a drone over at the A site coming out from Freeing at the moment to see that nobody else is close, so DRX can...
What if they aren't back, but they simply beat the actual eventual Stage 2 winners of GE? Oh, the script writers are going a little cuckoo, chat.
Go into the peak from Yellow and Zespew.
I mean, also, this is DRX's pick. With teams like Team Secret, same with Nongshim, right? Same with GE, like all these teams that are like, kind of we're trying to figure out which one's the true gatekeeper team. You never know. Sometimes they just they just forget how to play one map. Sometimes they just needed 17 rounds of warm-up. Oh, I mean, dude, I'm so happy that Hyunmin is still consistent. I want this guy to go big. Like, he was so exciting as a new prospect. It was so exciting as a new prospect when at the beginning of this year.
In this 12-4 position right now, they are setting themselves up for a pretty monstrous map here of their own picking. On
DFM are the true gatekeeper team, except they're gatekeeping nothing. Well, they are gatekeeping a partner slot until 2026. Hey, they look better now, though. They look pretty aggressive now.
looking to put a close on this one. You look towards the economic situation of Team Secret. Some lesser shields, some lesser weapons. A null command still for...
DFM will make champs, trust. They were not on that list of teams I rattled off. Okay, I am just going to say this. Like, I get it. You're going for an Omen. Well, was he even going for a fake, or did he just make a mistake dropping? It feels like he was going for a fake, which is like fine. But where would that fake be to? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that feels like such a solo queue move that provides no value. And I feel like Zespi does this pretty often. It might just be my bias, but I don't dislike Zespi, by the way. I actually think Zespi's great as a character. Okay, this is a worthy fake, right? Oh, but you needed that kill.
And it's just Mako again now.
Oh, man.
Team Secret can't even set foot on site.
Heal comes through from Australia.
Oh my gosh.
Push them away, but now finally
okay, but going back to the Shrouded Step, it's just like I feel like I oftentimes see him like make these moves that like you're doing things you would do on stream in solo queue. You know what I mean? And it's like, is that really? Do we really think that's gonna work, or we're gonna get away with things like that in tier 1?
Hopefully it's going to give them the last legs that they need, because freeing Hyunmin, they're all around the corner!
Uh-oh.
Hyunmin! What an angle from Rafters, and he's looking.
Is it over? It's over.
His team. The trades coming in. Flashback, Estrella.
GG. AutumnBuzz13, thank you for the gifted sub as well. Thanks for the support.
Just absolute awareness to come through from them. It feels like everybody on DRX.
DRX won, is that why? DRX did indeed win.
In today's series, we're going to see if they can, of course, continue that.
Does Secret win more rounds on their own map? What do you think? I mean, if they don't, I would be disappointed. Like, I'm not expecting them to win today, but I'm expecting you to get more than 4 rounds on Corrode. Although, what did they play before on Corrode?
Stadium for now, and at the same time, you know,
I don't remember really being wowed by it.
Yeah, Genji, that was a tough one.
Yeah, well, maybe a little bit of a birthday buff.
Oh, right, because that was the one map they lost. Granted, I think GE has a pretty good Corrode. They had the Neon Deadlock. Yeah.
I'm looking towards this Team Secret at the moment, and I'm thinking to yourself, or to myself, what different ideas are you really
DRX picked Icebox. Granted, but they should be getting more than 4 rounds, because DRX's Corrode did not look good, and it was also not interesting. The only way DRX's Corrode is interesting is if they play it really well, and otherwise there's no like idea to be excited about, because they play just Jet, Sova, and then double smokes.
Yeah, I mean, against Global Esports is when they played it last. It was a close one that they do lose to GE, so I'm hoping that it does look a bit different for them now.
Yeah, well, we're going to toss it back over onto our desk to break.
No one but me does VOD review streams that I know. I like watching the match live, but I love when an analyst. The thing is...
Thank you, Caster. Is DRX looking very good, very confident, very structured.
The thing with VOD review streams is
that's what we want to see from DRX. Yep. You know, just straightforward.
It's very I find it very draining. But I've watched Minis, and Mini mostly just kind of does his own thing. And he'll answer questions now and then, but he's mostly just doing his own thing. I think Mini can do that because people just want to hear what he has to say because of his reputation, which, by the way, all deserved. I'm not saying like whatever he's, you know, like he's lucky to have that or whatever. Like obviously very well deserved. So, but I think that works there, because otherwise I do think it's still more time efficient to like just high speed it, go back, move forward. That's why I always try to move away from VOD review streams, because I feel like I always get caught in between of like, well, this doesn't seem like it's great content, so maybe I should slow things down or whatnot. And but I mean, but tomorrow we will probably do it just because there's so many VODs that I have to catch up on. So maybe we'll give it another shot. I appreciate the thought, something. A couple other people mentioned it as well on Twitch, so.
This is great. This is what you guys were talking about at the start of the show.
I do think in the future we will do more of it, just because I want to like not get caught up in playing like single player games on and off and on and off. So 358 ACS for Hyunmin. 22, 11, and 5. Dude, I really hope that this guy like continues to do better and better over time. He's such an exciting prospect.
I'm seeing so much eye contact happening between the casters and you.
I insulted Komodo's choices and I said I didn't think Freeing was very good, and then he's been very angry at me about it.
I mean, to be fair, Freeing's been very... He has not been showing up.
A lot of hate coming from
Komodo,
What is with teams winning half the rounds of their first kills? I mean, again, we never know exactly how many of those are true first kills, but
when the dragon comes out of
I think it more so just shows that the aim diff is not always there, but it's the macro diff. That's really what it comes down to.
I mean, this is the perfect start, right? They force up.
Did you see the Tumba Ramen uniforms? Is that what they're wearing for the League of Legends team?
Around the world pick this up. But when you get into
For Nongshim? No, I haven't, if that's what you're saying.
These weapons are so effective. They just manage to run.
Ooh, let's check this out. Nongshim League of Legends is playing at T1 home ground today. Dude, I can't imagine playing T1 League team at their home ground, man. I mean, that place was freaking loud with half the arena filled yesterday for Valorant. I cannot imagine.
This is just good positioning, fighting together, but there's no worse start to a half for Team Secret. They managed to win that pistol and then it all falls apart.
Dude, that's sick.
DRX win their second round with the free
Dude, that's sick. You know, it's because they probably needed a away jersey because they're both red. That's sick. Dude, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's actually so sick. Just the league team regularly doesn't have all the different ramen brands as their sponsors, right? It should just be the same, just Shin Ramen, but they just have all the different Nongshim products. They got Welch's, they've got Chapaghetti. I hate it. It makes him look like a marshmallow. But like, whatever. You're in a sea of T1 fans. You might as well just get them to buy more Tumba Ramen. The red just doesn't work because it's the same color anyway as T1. No, I respect it, man. It's sick. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's one thing that Mako that we've always been really admiring.
It's 4 a.m. where I am. I need sleep. Oh, yeah, you gotta definitely get... I am running on very little sleep. I was so upset yesterday that I was like doing a little bit of VOD review of the Nongshim game, and then I was so upset that I rage queued Valorant, and you know how that goes. It did not go very well.
Absolutely, and that
it's not as bad as Giants Burger King jersey. That's true.
MVPing today on the very first map.
Yeah,
For toppings? Wait, what is this? Where did my window... Oh, I closed it because I'm a fool.
Many multi-kills. It felt like he could not get stopped, especially in that first
Chat, before the timer runs down, also, I am going to run a quick minute of ads. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back.
Yeah, so we're talking to Meow and Jesse Bash at the start of the day.
What is this? Valorant updated. Oh, this is an AI video.
And this is really a good sign for the side of DRX.
Oh, this is one of those like you cut it and it's something else. Okay, well that's actually not. Okay, nope. That's disturbing.
Yeah, we saw them last time run with this Deadlock and the Viper, but I'm hoping for something a little bit different. I want to see some spice here, but it wasn't the best showing when we saw.
Send that to Sliggy.
So if you're gonna pick it again the week after, show me some improvements, show me what you've worked on, and I want to see a much stronger.
Well, DRX picked Icebox, Trey. They did not pick it. They picked Corrode. We'll see. I mean, comp-wise, I like Secret's comp way more than DRX. It's always the Sprite ad. Sprite going big in Fabio's area.
Team Secret play Corrode once already, and they're picking it into a team that has played it as well. So I think they're just going to be quite confident with what they've been doing.
You know, you were making a case for Sage and Icebox. But I kind of like the Sage on Corrode. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I like it. I think especially... I think it fits the map because of how tight...
For me, it's always the wine ad. Ooh.
you stop those executes really hard. And I also think it's very good at the start of a map's life cycle because you can simplify it. You know, you don't understand all the angles. You can wall off, you know, those danger areas. So I do think it's a very, very good fit, especially at this point in time. And if you have someone
What ads have I been getting? I've been getting, I think, mobile MMORPG ads. Korea going crazy.
So many executes. I actually think the wall is really good on the retake. Like people often think about the wall more so on defense. You know, you just throw it over one choke. I think it's really good on the retake to be able to actually get those diffusers off. In some
You can do it, number one fan. I believe in you.
It's actually pretty good to just chuck like a heaven wall when you go for that post plant in the open side as well. Like there's a lot of really good Sage usage on this map, so I can see why it's got a pretty decent pick rate here.
Except for these two teams. These are like the only two teams that shown Corrode and don't play Sage. So I'm very curious if they're going to continue with the Sage.
I mean, I think Sage, I don't know how I, like, I don't dislike, I like the Sage. I just don't know if it's a long-term solution. I'm just not sure.
I'm sold on using Sage on
I think Sage is...
I prefer Deadlock, but
yeah, like I prefer Deadlock. Like if you're gonna play Sage, I think Deadlock just has more things that are not gimmicks.
We'll see what DRX are going to be bringing into this game.
But I think the res is underrated on Corrode, honestly. I think the slow, probably the knowers know. I think the slow is very properly rated. I think the slow is very strong. I think the wall actually isn't the big part about Sage on Corrode.
So on Team Secret, they are playing that same composition that we've seen before, but
oh, DRX changed it. They changed it. Okay, hold up. I no longer necessarily like Secret's comp better.
Quite angry about this. He needs to do very well.
Neon and Vice. They used to play the friggin' Jet and Cypher.
Both of these teams are absolutely horrible last time they played Corrode. So let's see the redo between DRX and Team Secret on Corrode as we send it back to our casters Komodo and Black.
Did she just say that they were horrible? Well, okay, she does have some, it is factual.
But are we cooking now, though?
Yes.
That's the question.
That's the question.
Is the Zestview Wild Oreo switcheroo going to do them a little
also, yeah, Wild Oreo on Neon. I'd like that as well. I like that as well.
And now they're changing their compositions to something that we've seen RRQ and Sentinel over an NA run. Are they adopting some changes coming in towards this one as well? Because
but comp-wise, I mean, I'm just a big Deadlock fan. So if I had to choose, I would choose the Deadlock version, but I mean, Vice is very good. I'm surprised we don't actually see just more Vice in general, but I guess Deadlock's been taking up a lot of the slots.
Currently, all things smoked off.
Oh no, Yugi Boy, they did play the Ascent comp before. It just didn't go very well. Which is funny, because didn't they pick Corrode against Shinji? That was the part that baffled me. Why'd you pick Corrode if you weren't even going to bring a new comp out? Like, the whole point of that pick was that Genji... I mean, I don't know.
Bit of a priority in towards mid at the moment to open up some opportunities, because if you're going single play in towards the A site, well, you are just going to waltz right in towards Flashback's utility over there. So you want some options to be able to go through Link, where Marco...
You know, I've been thinking, chat, I've been thinking
to go for the fights as well.
That I don't know if this three-man, like, push-out hold is the best for defense on mid. It's fine, but I actually wonder if 2A Link and then one where the Fade is right now, just to be ready for something, but have basically 2 on B. I wonder if that is just better. Oh, dude, Freeing's back.
To do it all now at this point. 1v2, low HP. He's found the trades and getting the spike down, but will that be enough?
Well, insert one and leave is... I mean, if you're on an eco, sure. Insert one and leave basically has the same problem. The reason I don't like that 3-man setup is you have a crossfire, but they're actually not at all equal angles, so you always have to be so good on the swing, but you can't all swing the same angle, so they're all kind of one-and-done trades. Unless you're using extra util. And I don't know if I like that. I mean, it's fine for the pistol, I guess, but...
scratching my head on why they don't clear the corner of freeing, right? Going in towards it, you're looking towards where they position their dark covers. You put one over towards Con, you put one
I don't
over
know if
towards
that's the best
tower.
default, but it feels like every team defaults to that. And but I feel like it gets punished so much by the teams who are just ready for it.
I think the coordination between the team there for Team Secret and getting in towards the side of B there, maybe a little bit too hasty in the very beginning.
Dude, how did that even hit? What the heck? Since we lost pistol, surely we went anti-eco, right? I mean, that's how it works, right? That's what we saw in Icepunks.
Well, there is a lot of just wall-bangable
the Aries.
So to understand the idea.
He was ready to spam that wall in mid towards A. Yeah, he's over on B. He saw the haunt. Fast re-clear from Estrella. Team Secret did see that. Or they heard it, at the very least. Envy heard the Prowler coming out.
You want to go over towards this A side as well and
I mean, it's the wall, and then it's the vines.
Just expect him to get absolutely damage here. Got to bait the shear first. As soon as you do that, just be the comms to freeing to pop the orb.
Okay, smoke goes up.
That's a bit of a ruse at the moment with the utility that Team Secret.
I mean, Secret, you just expected people to walk out after you put a smoke up? What's the reaction we're looking for here?
Watch out for mid alive.
Okay, so they smoke to pretend they're going A. There's no reaction. They're like, that's fine. We're going to pretend that we've left. And we're going to throw a fake with the fade. But there was a Prowler that came out. Okay, they'll still go into clear. It kind of works from Secret, but I mean, at the end of the day, you never clear the Vice wall. Like, you never saw where that was. They can't ever do this on a buy round. Now that they know. Now that they're reminded what Vice does as an agent. I mean, it's excusable because it's an eco, but...
We're just going to have to see some early realizations from Team Secret that if they do want to go to the A site, they have to do so early enough in the piece to withdraw the position of Flashback, right? You need to force him out of the elbow, out of the way of this utility, and get him into a more favorable position for you to be able to gain some favor. Because as Team Secret at the moment, right, it's something that we're really lacking from
Aries recovered. Let's go.
Scoping out and forcing their
All right.
opponents to play into an uncomfortable situation. I don't really see a world currently where DRX
Push out of B.
are giving you too much
Okay.
of a
Just a
favorable play.
nice little trap play with the Paranoia. Oh, they drew the relay bolt out. That kind of denies any sort of fast hit where the Neon's self-sufficient. Wait,
Well, for DRX, they're confirming
they
that
drew the
there's a lot of
Paranoia
players
out
on
as
the B
well.
side at the moment.
Dude, DRX is
Just
so
put them back,
fine.
bait out a lot of that utility. And whilst Envy has picked up the Nightfall, is it gonna be an angle for Team
Oh,
Secret to
dude,
drop
30
towards this
seconds,
bonus
relay
round?
bolt, and Paranoia gone?
There's a sonic sensor trap down mid as well.
Yeah, there is a bit of a risk. at the
Secret
moment.
doesn't have much to work with.
If there's any
You
idea
still
that
got a
Team
Vice you got to figure
Secret
out.
is here.
You got to... He wouldn't have heard a wall there if
Keen
it
eye
was
on the radar
inside
at
the
moment for
site.
Kelly S and also as well for
Can you
Team
increase the
Secret,
volume just a
forcing
tiny
no
bit?
forward
Yes.
play over towards the A side of things. But it really is the middle angle, and Prowler will spot him now.
I lowered it a bit during the desk since I was talking more, so that's my bad. That's a big catch. It's a huge catch.
Oh, it's a spam through the smoke from Estrella.
I-
The tracer rounds, too revealing.
30
Estrella.
seconds to go, though, and this is gonna be a
Estrella.
spike pivot towards the B site where Marco currently is.
What are we doing here?
Talk about a player that can just absolutely deal some damage. Multi-frag up in these sort of positions. It'll throw a smack
It makes
in
me
the
so
works.
mad when I
Secret,
see
but they will
players
not
that
call him
like
out.
use Aries, Odin, or
Does
Judge
reposition, though.
not
Same
up.
corner, and he gets the double. Tries to shred a step away as well, but Envy will prevent that from coming online.
Hey, you
10
know why that
seconds now,
corner doesn't
spike
get
gets
cleared? Because they
planted.
don't have a
So it's time to
Paranoia
reset.
or a relay bolt.
Could have been a much worse
Wow.
situation.
If
But I mentioned
only
the Marco
you had
was good in
abilities
those
that could
spots.
clear
Now,
corners and you hadn't
flashback
used
and
them
Hyunmin.
because you got
Boy,
scared of an
really
agent
take
hiding
together.
behind a toxic screen.
2v3, not truly impossible, but now spotted out. Kelly S will secure it for Team Secret. Hyunmin, though, not backing down. Oh, he just goes in for the snap. Nizzy.
No
is on them.
shot.
Oh, and Savanta picked up two. A single shot.
Oh, dude, snake bite
Through the
out
edge,
early.
That is an early snake spike, by the way.
Uh-huh. Bit of delay. Hyunmin goes in for the slide.
Oh,
and he just
dude,
sidestepped
dude,
very
that is
narrowly to
aura,
take that
man.
kill.
He just says
What a
no
round
tap
for
needed,
DRX.
man.
Yeah, that was a real
I'm about to just friggin' take you out.
Whatsoever.
Dude, I love Hyunmin, man. I love Hyunmin. He's just...
You know, off yonder, over
He's
the other
so
side of the map,
confident
right?
when he
Just given
needs to be.
nothing from
Like
DRX,
he's got
where
that
they find
sense
Gearquack
of like, this is when I need to be overconfident.
In DRX's deficit favor. So the fact that Marco is able to do some damage there, and it's Hyunmin coming away with a 1 versus 3 clutch.
Damn, dude.
These are the sort of situations that Team Secret cannot let happen. And it's time and time again that it's happened.
I mean, Mako was higher impact for sure. I mean, he shut down the entry, but...
Now the Odin's brought out. Estrella just goes
Whoa. Calm down, Shrey. Calm down. The drafts have been a little iffy, and I think it's because new patch, new map, everyone's still experimenting, everyone's still, like, changing comps. You think you have an anti, etc., etc. I really think so, because not just Pacific. A lot of the regions, I feel like the draft, there's been a lot of ones where I'm just kind of like, huh? Like, I don't think it's terrible, but I'm just like, huh, not what I would have done. But I think there's just so many moving parts that currently it's hard to tell if it's like truly just lack of knowledge or lack of draft skill.
The DRX, they know all of this.
Yeah, Estrella does have a horn, but it's just the Odin spam.
Well, I mean, it does piss me off that he picks up an Odin and all he's doing is spamming through a smoke, chat. I mean, I get it. Like, mid is pretty narrow, and like, there's a good chance that you're gonna rip them apart. But I think that's very upsetting.
But they do have the rifles coming
It's
back.
quite annoying, actually.
So this is where you're kind of placing a lot of bets for them. This is where they need to get.
How are we not picking our best map when DRX also looked bad?
For me, they've really just been.
I mean, best map with one game sample size against GE. Not that GE's bad, but like they're not the top team. I think is a bold take.
Need to see them really find some good early favor.
I think that's just the anger coming through.
Individual push down by Wild Oreo. Can't get assisted by Envy.
No, but your bind was shown too. It definitely wouldn't be a free win just because DRX, like, they've looked bad on bind, but they've also traditionally always pulled out the most bullcrap, like, overtimes and just Mako popping off situations on bind. So if you feel that, like, you've shown a lot of your weaknesses even though you won, or that your game plan was, at the end of the day, fairly simple and you just simply diffed GE, and you feel like you might get antied, and you're like, well, they won't expect the corrode. We've prepped the corrode. We've antied them, etc.
Team Secret, they're playing on the fact that this might be.
I mean, like, I see the logic. That's what I'm saying, is that, like, with such, that's the problem. I mean, it's kind of the problem with the VCT season, is that the sample size is so small that sometimes, like, you know, the wild card idea works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a matter of, do you go for the safer route or not? But if you feel you're the underdog, I don't think you always, I think generally you don't go for the safer choice. So I can't blame them. But obviously hindsight's 2020. To be honest though, I don't think bind is a free win. Simply because no matter how bad DRX looks every now and then on bind, I would never count, like, that's like if Team Liquid had a really bad game coming into a new meta on bind, I would not be like, yo, we can beat them, because it's like, well, I mean, who knows what Nats is gonna do on that map, right? It's like,
even though you know they're there, right? The horn is revealing
I mean,
positions, the annihilation
I don't think that's a free win. I mean, yeah, maybe you have the confidence, but also, you know, maybe you feel like you had to show everything to get that win. It's one, you only have one game sample size. I think that's, I mean, I think you can have question marks about it, but I think to be like, they trolled this, they had a free win, is way too much of a stretch.
The wrong way in every single duel thereafter. 5-0 start. Here's the timeout that I was kind of just asking for.
You should spam through walls. Wait, what was the wall? It was a Twitch clip, and I was too lazy to log into a VPN to watch it. Someone posted it on Reddit that someone was saying, like, Sliggy finally, like, shares what he's, like, experimented on corrode.
Certainly have to.
Which wall is it?
So much at stake. Again, If you are to make that contention for
I love
playoffs,
Mako. That's why he's on my
this matters
VFL.
quite a bit. Their
I mean, Mako's a great player to love to have
quite
on
tough
your
for them.
VFL.
Oh, yeah. Going into Gen.G and RRQ next.
Ooh.
I mean, you look towards their start against Nongshim and Global Esports, you think, okay, they might be, let's say, warming up in towards Pacific, right? As
DRX will beat everybody. Well, they've already kind of failed that mission, but
really see what damage you can deliver on a DRX here.
they can maybe start today.
Not the way that Team Secret would have wanted to start
Doable.
the stage. I mean, a position where, if everyone remembers, right, PRX were 3-0 down last stage, managed to come back, scraping into playoffs, getting through, getting to Masters, getting the win.
Plus, Haven didn't look great for DRX.
Like
Yeah, but that was against Gen.G. It's just because we in chat meme about... I mean, we hate Gen.G's Haven, but it wasn't like they got blown out 13-3, and it was against Gen.G, who traditionally still has a lot of wins on Haven in Pacific. Also, DRX's Corrode looked really bad, to be honest. I actually think this is fine as a pick. DRX's Corrode looked really bad, considering they picked it against Gen.G. It's just that, you know, they cleaned up. But also, like, I don't think it's crazy mind games to think that DRX might not have expected it, because we also have looked on and off on it. So, like, I really think... At this point, I think you're just mad. That's how, I'm just gonna make that conclusion for you. And it's okay to be like, I think you should. I think this would have been better. But to be like, this is statistically the wrong draft, I think is a stretch. Especially when we only have 1 or 2 games on each map.
You get a dark cover coming down. As soon as that wall's there, it is again.
Pretty sure mods hate Foxy side too.
Utility to come through from DRX. It's something that they were doing really well over in the last map. They've adjusted accordingly here on this map of Corrode, opting to start on the defense this time instead of attacking.
I mean, I also just think, like, the way that they're playing, I think they would have just been diffed on any map. I mean, dude, Hyunmin is straight up aim diffing. Like, Hyunmin is not even aim diffing them. He's just diffing them. He's just skill diffing them. And Freeing's looking confident and comfy again.
It's gonna be the full blender. 2 rifles in their face. The shorty to end
I mean, things like this are not happening because it's Corrode. You know what I mean?
Getting through that one, unfortunately, with 10 seconds or so to go when that paranoia comes into effect.
It's frustrating if you're a fan of this team, but
after the timeout for Team Secret, so these stats are starting to become a little bit more
right. It's like, honestly, I think Nongshim would have lost even if it was a different map and not Icebox yesterday, given how they played it. I mean, granted, yeah, maybe they had better prep on another map, but
now, absolutely not. Losing a lot of these.
I mean, it's rough because, like, I thought Team Secret had a shot given the comp they had on Icebox. They didn't have a chance to play that comp. They just got diffed so many rounds in a row that they weren't even playing the game. Oh, hey, dude. Oh my God, he sent in the relay bolt deep. The double TP goes through. But, like, who's going to clear this corner?
Here comes the slide over. Oh, it's still a good kill. A string with the trade.
I mean, honestly, respect to Wild Oreo. I respect Wild Oreo for trying that. It was an NT to take out that corner, the backslide, but, I mean, they are getting diffed on those entries. Thankfully, they win out eventually on the trades.
And Team Secret are finally on the board.
1 round in. It took quite a bit of effort. They've managed to hold on to their ults with that one.
I thought that was going to be a fumble for them.
I mean, let's see. Can they get them? Can they get them the confidence?
Reslide back from Wild
I mean,
Oreo.
to be.
And then a trade game to start to come on out as well. This time just in the mix. The shots coming
Is
out.
SB going big? Huge round for him. Triple kill.
Going back towards the Omen, where arguably he is looking a lot more comfortable to try and do things with the squad, as opposed to...
But I think just a general rule of thumb for both chats is that, like...
Fair enough.
There's a difference between something not being an optimal choice, like, statistically or from a third perspective, versus, like, something being so illogical, right? Some things can be a bit of a stretch, something can be a bit of a gamble, something can be like, whoa, like that's pretty big on Hopium, like stuff like that. But that is all very different from, like, why would you ever do that?
You're not really happy with that one.
He's not having a great
And I think
day.
there's a
Going
line
well.
there,
Back
right?
to mid.
You can still
Annihilation comes through. They
criticize,
know
or
that
you can
Yoda's
still
around the
question.
corner. Estrella still able
Dude,
to get
can
one
we
through the smokes,
ever
but still,
see
the kills
Estrella
come in.
actually
And Diamond is
spamming
down
through
to
a wall?
11 HP, so you've actually
Like,
done
why
some
are we
significant
so
damage
obsessed
here
with
as
playing
Team
mid
Secret.
with the Odin? I
There's no
get it.
freeing available,
Mid's
not
not
at the
bad for
B
the
side.
Odin, but
Put to
like,
rest, so now you can get in there as Team Secret.
That's
Set yourselves
starting to
up a
piss me
really good
off.
post-man scenario, actually. A player advantage, a hit down.
forget Team Secret's
I wonder
draft.
if the respect angle is just gonna
Estrella
be
going
given
out
by
in the
DRX.
open with
Might have
a
to.
with a stream of bullets
You
is
have
starting
been,
to
way
friggin'
too
piss me
low at
off.
this point. And as
DRX
your
did
Team
change
Secret, you
comp,
take
yes.
those. Smokes around the corner. Mako trying to stick around to see if he can find anything possible, but at this point,
I mean, hey, 2 rounds in a row.
An exit damage here actually can be.
Maybe we've given up enough that Team Secret's starting to claw back in. Chat, nobody get any more hope. Not that I mean, I predicted DRX to win. I don't really have a horse in this race, but
Zespu ult on the Omen and the Viper's Pit to come out as well, but I think those were necessary for Team Secret to just give themselves a bit of that safety net into the round. They'll be able to double down and get 2 in a row now. Start
I'm also
to make
starving,
a
I
little bit
just
more of this
realized.
attacking half. I know we're all kind of
Oh, I guess I didn't eat a big lunch
because it's a
'cause
very defensive map, but it's not like you can
so hot earlier, I had no appetite.
rounds on it.
you're not rolling over.
Right? You can't just see the map go 10-2 and then 10-2
Little
in the
timeout?
times or 12-0s and such. You need to still give yourself a lot of good cushioning on this attacking side. So the fact that we start to get a couple of rounds for
I love
Team
that.
Secret,
I love the
maybe it gives them an
formatting of
idea
Team
that
Secret's
they
notes.
are figuring out what they need to do, right? A bit of different looks, a bit of different position plays from them. But DRX immediately wanting to put a stopper at that. You can't blame them, right? This is a position for DRX where they set themselves
Change
up
the
with a
mid
brilliant
setup.
map one. They've got a gorgeous start to map
Change
two.
the mid
It
setup,
should be
DRX.
a closed book shut case of the series for them.
Absolutely.
You're getting punished on it.
We just saw the effects. The coach Meow.
What Pacific team
Jesse
tier like an
Bashford
EMEA
coming
does
with that round to
Fnatic
play around the
characters
middle.
look good than
Annihilation
others?
snatching onto a player from
I
DRX.
mean, I would
Now,
say,
let's see Coach Termy effect.
I mean, currently with recency bias, admittedly,
Speaking about Meow and Zeshu Bash,
PRX
as well.
are
Highlighting the role swaps coming on through
like
for,
half a
for
step
this.
above,
Well,
but
evidently for this
overall,
map,
like PRX,
Zespu and Wild Oreo switching around.
Gen G,
Not really seeing
and
a
I
lot
would
of
say
impact
after
yet on this
yesterday's
attacking
game,
side
like
for us, but
maybe
it is,
RQ, maybe
I'll
like
caveat,
PRX
it
is
the
half a
attacking
step
side of
above
it.
and
It
RQ
can
is
be
half a
very
step
hard
below,
to figure
but
things out
but
early.
then again, RQ also
Fair
beat
enough.
Gen G, so that would be weird. So yeah, PRX,
Next
Gen
round
G,
will
RQ.
begin. Another Odin
In
purchased
like
into the
one tier and then
round.
half a step below, I would put
Slight swap up
Talon,
in terms
T1,
of
DRX. I would
position.
actually,
Let's go
honestly,
back
just with stage 2
middle.
matches, I would put Talon in the first tier, but
Another mid-fight.
just, you know,
Grabbed it,
historically.
work and a trait, damage delivered, spammed on through
But
the
yeah, I mean,
Wild Oreo
Pacific's
though
very
again.
close. Like, if we're going to start
He's
doing
just
half
taken
steps, honestly, it should
chunky
just be like a
damage early
group
on.
of the 5 candidates that I
Really
have
hammers
to
just
go
not
to,
being able to entry properly when you've got your single duelist
or
Neon on
the
this
6,
map.
actually, to potentially go
You
to
can see a little
champs.
bit more weight be pulled from Zespu,
Right? So D1,
perhaps,
D1,
Shroud
DRX,
Stick to get a little
T1,
further onto
Gen
the line.
G, PRX, RQ, Talon
Oh, we've
in
seen
one
Zespu
tier
ripped off from that
altogether,
before.
like a pretty broad tier. And then,
This time gonna think better of it, but you do still have Marco here. They're playing
I
the
mean,
known positions though, right? Team Secret have been able to figure
I guess
out previously
DFM,
Marco is hanging around
GE,
Sia in the yard,
Nongshim,
and that the elbow
currently
line is being
speaking.
held by Flashback. The problem for me though is they just haven't been able to
What else am I
bait out the
forgetting?
sheer wall just yet. It's still alive. And Team Secret cannot go
Yeah,
now.
and
They're
then
starting
Zeta,
low.
Team
It's
Secret,
gonna be a B split
boom.
angle.
Unfortunately,
Oh, man,
in
and
current
P2 try
form.
to walk up mid,
Hopefully Boom
turn
wakes
in
up.
position. Oh, Prowler.
Timing though from this pit from Free.
Oh!
He knows that that's the right timing over at the B side in this mid dual quack. DRX.
I mean, if I
again
had to
are
pick a
on top of
12th, I don't know.
Down,
The way
down
Zeta
it.
played against
Might have lost his
T1,
life, but still done enough damage to Team Secret.
I don't know if they
Now, position's
automatically
coming through
lose
from
to current
Estrella.
Boom.
And it's at Viper's Pit too. Hit with the Nightfall, sure,
Oh,
but
the Prowler didn't catch on the trail.
No, yeah, that was
is
weird.
So rough for Envy.
at 10 seconds
I mean,
left.
now you
I
just
gotta
gotta save.
Photo.
Yeah.
Dude, what a
good
rough
timeout for
round.
DRX.
Coach Termy. Happy
DFM would be the second
Yeah, 4 alive
tier with
for
Nongshim,
the,
but like
defenders
the
here.
middle tier, basically the like
As I was
the
highlighting, some
gatekeeping
really good
tier.
timing on freeing, just dropping that
Current
Viper's
DFM.
pit when you know that it's going to have to be a B angle through mid, hopefully for Team
Why are we
Secret
still
as
low
well
on
to have some
T1?
members
We're
there,
not
but
low
they're
on
just not winning
T1,
the
but just because they
duels.
beat Just because they won a match and then beat Zeta at home ground, I'm not going to suddenly put them at the level of PRX.
Freeing as well, right? I looked to
That's
the radar
crazy.
When that started to scale on out. It found him in the pit. But just the
I have them in the second group with DRX and Talon.
Stem the bleeding.
Which I think, I mean, DRX is probably the lowest in that group, honestly, if I had to do them individually. But I think it's such a small sample size that if we're just doing broad groups of tiers, I think all 6 of those have a very good shot at making champs.
But he's still good for at least one.
I mean, T1's very much more likely simply because of points, but in terms of like overall,
gunned down by the trio.
Zespi's having some impact kills.
Can they get the spike over though? Hyunmin with the overdrive.
Not overplaying his hand though, is he?
Dude,
He's just trying to
22 HP and he's
bring his
still
team with him.
going at it.
Oh, with a couple of taps. Freeing just does not give up.
Dude, could have been an NV moment.
At the moment, aren't they? When you think that maybe Team Secret.
But you're preferring Talon in the first group, given how they're playing currently? Yes.
Getting some space in towards the link, trying to then.
Given how they're playing currently, I would put Talon in the first group. If I had to move one team up, it would be Talon over T1.
Couple of different members of DRX finding the damage, finding the kills. And just a healthy freeing at the end there, getting the job done as well. Another sensational.
But again, the sample size is super small. And it, I mean, unfortunately, T1
Team Secret back to the drawing
looks
board
very
a
rough
little
in
bit,
their
back towards
first
the B-side with
match,
Rice.
and I'm not convinced otherwise. But the sample size is very small. But DH looks great, so like, I mean, maybe that'll be the convincing factor. That just like, chat. I mean, when we share opinions like this, that just because I choose one team over the other, it doesn't mean that I think T1 is trash and they don't have a chance to get into the first tier. It's just, I mean, I had to choose.
But this just has to be a big old reset on the round.
That's like if you said I think T1 needs to be there, like me reacting like, whoa, there's no way that they're better than Talon would be crazy. I'm like, no, I think there's, yeah, I think that makes, yeah, that's fine. It's just I would choose Talon, but that's if I had to choose, which is why I'm not choosing. Right? If I had to choose, I would choose Talon to move up, but
some obfuscation that you can come out with here.
Did you just say T1 is trash and they have no chance? I mean, that's what the T1 documentary team would say I said, right? JK. I had a chat with T1 about the documentary while I was at the arena, actually.
Can you really sell a fake by yourself here
with
only a haunt? Probably
let them know a little bit. I was like, you guys got to get the video and audio to translators, man. It's not fair.
Still, though, this hit onto the A site is successful. Mako holding the angle.
Oh, I thought he was going to get 2, but it doesn't matter. Flashback. Dude, we see that a lot. More teams have to be prepped for that.
They knew Envy was still
The not crossfire, but the double up from all the way back.
Having Mako and Flashback locking down this A site, it doesn't really feel like they've had any amount of pressure really over there. Certainly nothing more than they can handle. Just a contact play to come on out. And the right little long crossfire to come through from the two of them. Looking for a
PRX boom, unfortunately, I think it's going to be a stomp.
Sort of grounds from the last map, right?
It's rough. It's rough for boom.
Enough padding for Team Secret.
To get this round, they'll have a better scoreline as compared to what DRX had before. Oh, DRX so
okay.
and they're straight into it.
I love this on the last round of the half, though. See, if you're gonna push out, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with doing this every now and then. And like doing the default triple helps set this up as a curveball. I'm okay, like I get that. I mean, 2 here is kind of rough because you can get trapped, but I also think the reason I like 2 here is because if an A pinch comes through, you have the choice of like, we're gonna push out one way or the other to fight our way out. You know what I mean? But like 3 here is like, you either win your fights or you don't. Like, you know, I'm not big on it. I'm fine with it every now and then, but I don't know if I like it as a default.
There it is. 10-2 from DRX. A flawless
something Ace would be appreciated. Oh, is that what we're looking for?
As I said earlier, the same analogy, right?
Have anyone left? I think my VFL team is done for the week. Robbie BK just played.
I think they've read many books like this as well, Komodo, with the experience that they have.
I think.
Yeah, but not the one against Gen G. They didn't read the Gen G.
If May can pop off every game, would you put DFM in the first group?
Well,
if he popped off during group stage against all the strongest teams, then sure. But I don't. One guy popping off being responsible for a win streak, I wouldn't count as highly. I know DFM beat Talon, but I still would rate Talon very confidently over DFM. But then again, it's Talon, so like, I mean, who knows? Which is why I wouldn't confidently put them over a full tiered, you know, just because. But if I had to put them in numbers, I would put them over DFM without extra consideration.
Deadlock utility over towards the A site, setting up those sensors. It's still also a good premium to have your Omen around the A site as well. And
is Boom having pressure and confidence issues? I mean, I think that's part of it. I think you have to consider that, especially for the Ascension teams and for a team that like did so well in stage 1. I think you have to consider that. I think it's more than that though. I think it's the fact that they
make it work. So that is A-OK.
Yeah, we got actual Korean military.
Dude, he said he's gonna return late from his vacation to his base if DRX doesn't get the 2-0. Dude, that's not worth it, man. You gotta go back.
We'll bank it all on this pistol. Team Secret, they proved they're good on that. If anything, first in terms of pistol wins so far.
But what was I gonna say? I think something that just isn't mentioned enough for Boom is I
could pull them down though if they lose this pistol. Let's see.
This is what I said in stage 1 that I think.
Mid-duel, mid-fight, quick from Hyunmin.
Hold on.
So far up, both relay bolts traded, but
I love Mako's position, seeing if they try to punish him on that, but
and it's gonna be Team Secret now. Wild swing and it's gonna be successful.
See, like you're doubled up on both sides this time from Team Secret. Like I think that just gives you more options. But it is pistol, so who knows? But the thing with Boom is that they are such a prep-heavy team. They're very good at that. I would say that they're some of the best at that from what we've seen, especially in stage 1. But I think Fields has shown that he was very good at his prep last year with Revenant.
No, Team Secret getting the pistol.
Boom had shown that during Ascension going into the grand final.
That too.
I think that was a big part of it. There wasn't a massive meta change going into stage 1. You had a lot of time, you had a lot of tape, and you were able to prep that. Coming into this stage, I mean, it's all out the window. You got to change everything you were doing too. So I think that affects them a lot.
Possibly as well for some assistance, but there's full toxins available for Nizzy at the moment. Let's see.
Hey, what's up, Paradox? You haven't missed much, to be very honest.
Marco's in tower.
It's been a bit of a DRX diff.
Get a plant down. This is going to have to be just a big retake from Team Secret. It is against the lesser pistols, but it is close proximity. So, yeah, let's just see.
Okay, starting off well. Wild Ori on the Outlaw.
Oh, he's been spotted.
So good. Envy getting a bit more space too. Marks down.
All right, well that's.
And it's Wild Ori for another flashback.
Oh, he's got a bulldog. Hold up.
It's a bulldog.
Okay, never mind.
And it's Envy.
Envy's still good.
There we go. Team Secret have doubled around after the pistol. We have a different look today. Or maybe just in this little installment right now.
I was about to say, Komodo.
Bonus round as well. Carrying over
I was about to say, you mean this round? You mean in this half?
Come through from DRX here, as long as they are aware of that factor. They've been pretty good at it though. Good.
I mean, hey, 10-4. It's far from over.
The felling happened, but it is still a mountain to climb at the moment for Team Secret. You know, steal this bonus round from DRX in my mind, put them back to an eco, get the next one, have a 4-0 start on this half, and really start to make some good defenses happen. Shield check, just Marco. Surprised that he wants to elevate himself for a bit of a mid-fight, but hey, you go for it.
How to make Team Secret fans cry. Oh, damn. I don't mind this on the bow. Okay.
They continue to try to break through.
Okay, but the idea is fine. The idea wasn't the problem here.
Right clicks. Jumps on over.
The idea
That's
wasn't the
comical.
problem here.
Oh, and it's just the final one as well. What
Just-
circus acrobatics.
Oh,
You went
that's a
too
funny one
far,
right
and
there.
that
Everybody
gave
getting
DRX
caught out
enough
with a bit of
time
utility
to
in their
respond.
hands, right? The Prowler that you're seeing Australia try to jump around. You got the barrier that Kelly has.
All right, GG chat. I've been resulted showstoppered in Twitch chat. That's the end of the
That one
stream.
gets very excitable.
Have a
but
good one.
It is the
I'll be
bonus
back next round.
Right? It does go DRX's way. Great
Doesn't that
volley,
mean
by the
Boom
way.
has a good chance against PRX? PRX played a lot in between. I mean, in theory, yeah, but I think that lack of confidence, etc., is so rough, and I also just think, like, PRX is not the team where you want to have to like show that up, right? I also think they haven't quite figured out the meta as comfortably for themselves, but that could be a matter of like they've just been getting diffed, so it's hard to show. But
A slight peek out. Wild Warrior was shut it.
I think momentum, etc., matters too. I think for PRX, like if PRX was the first
The
match,
Team Secret unanswered.
well.
It's a good start.
I mean,
What
but
you
you see
wanna
PRX
see,
has been playing a
but
lot,
you
but
don't like
EWC was
that.
on a different patch and a
That's
different
you down
map
for the
pool, so
count.
that doesn't really count.
And you bring
Yeah, now you have
extra
some
information.
info,
Kelly
but
S is there
that's
as well.
very
Use
different
that
from
grab
like,
net for the choke. So this is where DRX really
you know,
shows.
like for
what they're
instance, the
capable of,
reason
test their
Gen
mettle in the
G
big
as
game.
first match in Stage 1 was good for them is because Gen G had just gone through a roster change, and what we saw from kickoff is that when Gen G goes through a roster change, they don't change anything. They try to play the same comps, the same style, the same calls, and they try to slot players in. So if you assumed that that was going to happen, you could actually prep for it pretty easily with like 6 months of data. But, you know, currently it's a little different. But yeah, PRX is the best shot they've had so far. I just think it's rough because it's PRX.
Off angle from Link though. Envy. Great on the first shot, but he'll
Oh,
bring
well,
continue to push
got
up
too
through.
excited for a
It's the
second.
Viper's pit that makes things that much
Oh,
more
what?
difficult for Team Secret, not for Envy though.
Okay, I mean, listen,
Do they know that Kelly S is
impressive.
coming from the flank? This could be the opportunity for Team Secret to swindle
They've
around.
been hit. They've been
He's
hit.
right over through. He gets the first spam.
Okay, he wants
and
to
that's enough
reset. He wants to
eliminate
reset.
Pit forward now.
Estrella can't hear
Nightfall
anything.
Gone away, and Estrella's back to full health. The grab net comes over, but with the crouch, Estrella just lands.
Dude, the
nutcracker of a
grab
shot.
net actually
Could've gotten close.
saves
That could've been the
him.
way for Team Secret to get the round. The bit of a sacrifice from Envy when he's haunted out. Rips in that Nightfall.
Lazy Daisy,
Remove the
thank you for the
ease of
reminder to stretch.
DRX,
I
but it
think we
doesn't
might have
really matter
turned
when their eyes are very
one off
focal
along
pointed
with-
towards where you're coming from. at
along
the
with
end.
the Korean cast. Oh, we can turn the
12
Korean
to
cast
4
back
now.
on, by the way, mods. We
8
turned it off
chances for
yesterday because of the
DRX
mic
to
quality, but
close this one.
Their money's not looking too good, I gotta say.
Yeah, Team Secret.
well, they didn't win more than an
Forcing
ice
what they
box.
can
Wait, hold on,
off the
Fizzy.
line of
The
shields,
map's not
overdrive
over.
for Wild Oreo.
All right,
Maybe he
Team
does get
Secret.
to, dance around on this one.
So I don't have to get giga disappointed. You need to win one more round because I said I would be giga disappointed if you didn't get more than the same amount. Okay, but that was also assuming DRX was playing the same comp. Hold on. I wouldn't be that disappointed because DRX actually brought out a new comp. That looks good.
Yeah, I guess the only value that you could argue is that they've got a main control for right now, but DRX, they don't even care about that. They're starting to
You're happy for
secretly
Estrella
progress
for
up through mid.
Looking for it,
getting
hungry
another
for it,
offer
but
from
it's not
DRX?
gonna happen. Kelly S, though, not too bad on the trade. Annihilation does rip one away as well, but DRX, the members are here to try to save each other. It's Envy now
It's a
trying
mess.
to bail out the team.
It's a fiesta.
And it's flashback from behind,
Okay.
freeing everyone's down in the ground.
Do you think
It's
Team
just
Secret
as
might
soon
bounce
as it
back in this
happens
group
again,
stage like
another
PRX last
scoreline
stage?
of 13-4.
You mean in the
DRX
remaining matches?
show no mercy.
Absolutely dismantle Team
I think they are a bit
Secret.
far from being able
But
to
able
fully
to
bounce
really
back.
Showcase a lot in this series. Just DRX's mental game. and
Looks a
their
little rough.
way they're repositioning around the maps in all of the instances, to be honest with you, right? Talk about a team that was having a bit of question on their defensive
You wouldn't be
side,
disappointed
now some
with the
really
team
good
winning 4
ideas,
rounds in
really
their
good
map pick.
recognition on things. This Titan
No,
team
because I don't think the
is
map pick.
not really, you know, staying afloat anymore, no longer
Because I
treading
didn't
water.
have that big of a
Starting
hope for them to
surf a little bit
begin
on
with,
that.
and I think your map pick doesn't really matter as much once your opponents have changed their comps. Unless you're like legend, like, you know, you're like 9 out of 10 on that, you know, you win 9 out of 10 times on that map or something, right? If it's very clear you picked it because you thought the opponent was weak on it and you were pretty okay with how you were on it, then
No, absolutely.
I don't,
Definitely agree with
you
that
know,
one.
I don't think
DRX
it
is
being
gonna
your map
be
pick
getting
really
that
matters anymore at that
championship
point.
Coming through in this one, as we send it down to the stage, we're gonna have a chat with DRX.
Wait, what's that? Can we have... Oh, that goes all the way up. Can we have a channel point cast one round as a bias caster on the losing team? Sure, sure. That's a good idea. Yeah. Like for the losing team is what you're saying, right? Kind of as their cheerleader?
I'm gonna have you stand over here. 네, DRX의 현민 선수 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다.
FNS banned Team Secret from his watch party until the uncle is back.
Starting from Icebox all the way to Corrode.
That's actually sick.
Talk to us about the current form that the team is in. 오늘 밖은 38도인데 경기력이 아주 시원시원하더라고요. 경기력 좀 마음에 드시나요?
최근 연습한 대로 잘 된 것 같아가지고.
Dude, I think Hyunmin's got such star potential. I'm so big on this guy.
From the practice to on stage, so I'm really happy with how we performed today. Now let's talk about facing Team Secret, because when it comes to facing them, it's always a guessing game.
That guy took the train for 4 hours to come watch.
Are they going to play the duelist?
Slow train, not the fast train.
So when you face the opponents with so much unpredictability, does that challenge you, or does that change the way you approach the game, or maybe affect your mentality a little bit?
The duality of the different chats. Earlier, we got Twitch chat saying Zeta is clear 12. Now we got YouTube saying Team Secret is literally the worst in Pacific. I mean, I don't know. We've had DFM who went friggin' 0 wins in the year, and now we've got Zeta who, I don't know, they played a little bit against T1, but who knows if they figured it out.
처음 만나보는데 퍼시픽에서 근데 딱히 신경은 안 쓰는 것 같고 그냥 오히려 약간 궁금함이 드는 것 같아요. 누가 타겟대를 할까?
네.
네.
내 경기를 하는 데 있어서는
딱히 없는 것 같아요.
I mean, yeah, it was my first time facing Team Secret, and honestly, like, it doesn't really affect the way we play, but also it's interesting. It just keeps me guessing, you know, who's gonna play the duelist, who's not gonna play the duelist.
It's just a guessing game for Hyunmin.
And lastly, let's talk about Corrode, because it seems like you guys really enjoy playing this map, but you guys completely reinvented it too. We see a freeing on the Viper, Estrella on the Fade. So what do you think was lacking from the previous comp that you guys were running, and also what did you see in this current composition that you guys brought
Such a
on
better
to
comp.
today?
I mean, simply Neon alone makes it such a better comp.
조합이 완전히 달라졌더라고요. 이제 프링 선수가 바이퍼를 맡고 에스트레아 선수가 페이드를 하기도 했는데 이전 조합에 비해서 좀 어떤 점이
now that she's pointed the specifics out, it does upset me that Notion didn't play the Fade with the Neon.
이건 좋을 것 같다 하면서
And they won, and then they won. They won the Corrode, but like. But I think I mean I get what they're trying to do, so like
조금 더 나은 조합인 것 같다고. 알겠습니다.
I can't be too mad.
So yeah, when we played our previous comp, it was when Corrode was fresh into the map pool, and we thought it was really good. It was an OP comp, but after the Gen G series, we thought maybe it's time to change things up, make it better, and I think we upgraded our composition with the current comp that we are running, and. Let's talk about RIQ, because they're back in form. You guys have to face them. What is
Fade
your
or
mindset?
Sova?
What is the
Fade's
game
just
plan
better on this map than
against
Sova.
RIQ? What do you
I'm
need
not
to do
convinced that
to
Fade
make
is
sure
just
you
better,
guys
but
walk away with the win?
I think Fade is much easier to execute to find success with.
회복이 됐단 말이죠.
So I
어떻게
guess that
상대해야
technically
될까요?
makes her a bit better, but
스테이지 1 때 RIQ한테 졌었는데 근데 그게 마스터 지방이었는데 져가지고 좀 아쉽고요.
네.
이번에 또 만날 때 그냥
That's their next matchup, RQ?
When we played RQ
Dude,
back
that
in
should be
stage
banger.
1, Masters was on the line. It was at stake, and we lost. So the next time we face them, which is our next match, I'm just seeking for that revenge. We're just gonna have our revenge on them now. Thank you so
Should be a
much,
good
현민,
revenge
and
match.
good luck in your next matchup against RQ.
감사합니다.
네, 이렇게 현민 선수 만나봤습니다. 박수 부탁드립니다.
I blame Riot on why teams look bad right now. The meta shifted so much and the map rotation was horrible. I mean, yeah, but you know, we know that that's going to keep happening. Like, this is my take. I don't think Riot's really going to change that too drastically. I mean, the best they can do is make it more uniform, but I don't think they're going to change that. But the other side of that is we should be praising the teams who, like, know how to keep their strengths while still figuring out new metas and new maps. And I do think there are teams that do that. So, you know, I think that's the other way to look at it. All right, I'm gonna let the desk play out a little bit while I go get some food because I'm starving, chat. But thanks for keeping me company during that one. I'll be back before the PRX boom match. Could be another wash, but hopefully not. But in the meantime, we're gonna run some ads. So eat them ads and drink your water. Thank you, Blancaza, for your points.
And they said, this guy can play any role. And I asked the question, but should he play every role? And I'm going to ask Team Secret the same question. Should we play every role? Because sometimes maybe we shouldn't.
Honestly, I can see the hopes in that, but there's a reason why no other team does this. There's a reason why. And maybe Secret, it has been working in scrims, but when you come onto the stage, it's always a different story, and that result is obviously the most important. Now, DRX reinvented what they did on Corrode, and this obviously worked.
Yeah, honestly, the thing I was more interested about, although these players are all very flexible role-wise, was that on Corrode in particular, Australia was on the Fade and Freeing was on the Viper, and Freeing looked great today. Freeing on the Viper, 4 opening kills, he looked very comfortable in that role, because it's easy to forget. Freeing has a history of playing these Sentinel roles in, Tier 2 in Chinese Ascension. He was very, very good in that role. He played Sentinel mostly in the Chinese scene, and he was very, very solid in that role. And I thought that you'd be seeing a lot more Sentinel from Freeing, but on that defensive side, he looked very well and truly comfortable in his element. Even on the attacking side, defaulting, he had Team Secret doing a lot of set plays, trying to run at him, and he was very comfortable just dropping the snakebite and playing quite safely there. So this was a fantastic series from Freeing, a fantastic series from DRX as a whole, and I'm feeling a lot more optimistic about their prospects going forward now.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, I feel like this is the game we needed to see from DRX. Yes. They have to be able to punch down effectively. You know, you can't be having close games against these opponents where you should be heavily favored. So really nice from them, but I do think there's a real test in RLQ for them next week. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
Yes.
Oh, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Now, who is your match MVP of today?
I'm not actually sure who we decided on, because I think there was a bit of disagreement. Mako,
I went with Mako.
I respect that choice. Honestly, Mako, as I said before, when you have Australia calling the shots, you know, Marco is a player that when he's on the IGL duties, he's not the same beast. Like, often he will have some impact rounds, but he won't put up the same numbers. Unshackled from the IGL duties, this guy is a monster, and you want to see him putting up numbers and having these impact rounds, and that's exactly what he did.
I mean, he just looked very, very comfortable, consistently able to win his fights, positioning himself great. I mean, just an all-rounder in this series for me. I mean, I have very little faults for him.
He's one of the best controllers in the world.
I mean, there's a reason he's called Mako. It's built into the name.
Is that Korean translation?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
He does speak fluent Korean.
I am fluent
big time.
Korean.
Yeah, but Mako is definitely one of the best out there in VCT. One of our favorites as well. So I'm very happy to see him back. You know, off the IGL role and just having fun on the server there. And I think this is a very good sign, like you guys said, moving forward into stage 2 and towards champions. With that, we have another very interesting matchup to end this weekend. We've got Boom versus PRX, and this is going to be very important for Boom because not only if they don't get enough points, they won't go to champions, but they will be sent back to challengers. So this is very meaningful. With that, guys, we're going to go on a very short break, and when we come back, we're going to go straight into that match.
gives you wings. Red Bull gives you wings. Red Bull gives you wings.
Welcome back to VCT Pacific Stage 2. I'm Victoria, joined by Pilsky and Big Time. We're going to go to the second series. We have Boom versus PRX. Now, Boom started fantastic at the beginning of this year, but since then, since playoffs in Stage 1, they have not won a single match, and today they're going to be facing the Masters winning team, PRX.
I mean, they're running out of time.
Yes.
They really are. If they want to get out of this group, they need to start building some momentum. They need to start it now. A win today would be massive for this Boom squad, and a loss could be absolutely catastrophic.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Boom fan, they need your support more than ever today because the odds are stacked against them. They are on a 4 Series 8 map loss streak here in Pacific, and they are a team that notoriously doesn't play well under pressure. Usually the group stage you can play with a little bit less pressure, but when you are 0-2 in the group stage, knowing that you may not be able to re-qualify for Ascension if you don't beat arguably the best team in the world, I don't know how you're going to be able to deal with that.
Yeah, it's going to be a really tall order, and they're going to have to find whatever it is that helped them defeat PRX in Stage 1. Now, PRX are hot off the train. I think it's been full upgrade, if anything else. They haven't dropped a single map since coming in, including against the other Masters winning team, T1.
I mean, it's literally the exact opposite of Boom. They've looked flawless so far in Stage 2. Very hard to fault this team since coming back from Toronto. Honestly, looking more and more dominant. We know that they are the princes here in Pacific. They have been dominant for such a long time. Adding Patman from the Philippines to their roster has just been an even bigger growth in strength for them. It's hard to find a fault in their armor here.
I mean, you were talking about it before. His debut game was against Boom in the last stage, wasn't it? And then he played a little bit better the second time around. They lost that initial debut game.
Yeah, in his debut game, they did lose to Boom. Then, of course, in those playoffs, came back much stronger. So he still has a point to prove again today. He doesn't want to show any weakness against this Indonesian team on the other side. So I think it's hard to bet against these guys right now. They just keep going from strength to strength.
Absolutely, and we have spoken to something here at the desk as well. We were talking about their exhaustion, perhaps, going from event to event, back-to-back events. It's tiring, but this is one of those teams that work really well on momentum. If anything, having a little bit of a break tends to slow them down.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think, looking... oh, they're always cooking with the graphics here. Yeah, I hate to see it for Boom at least. But yeah, you can see here in Stage 1 in the groups, they were able to overcome PRX. It's worth mentioning that this
what
was
is
a
this?
little bit of a different map pool. I think the only
Wait, that first drawing of a dinosaur is actually really good.
Played as well as Fracture previously, so the map pool that did kind of favor Boom isn't really around anymore, and it's a very different form. I think one thing to mention is that Famous had an insane series. He dropped 70 across 3 maps to get across the line against PRX in that groups game, and then in the game in the playoffs, it was a very different story. He had a pretty big underperformance, and PRX was able to win that 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, Famous really is the key in my mind. When Boom were looking dominant, he was looking dominant.
It's the best player in the competition.
Yeah, he was topping the league by so many statistical metrics, and now he's just not been
Is this
there.
AI? Very likely.
So
Korea is very big on AI. They use AI for everything.
need to find that spark again. They need to find what made them so good in stage 1 and reconnect with it fast before it's too late.
Yeah, and time is definitely of the essence, like you said. And you know what the question is it doom for Boom? Again, our graphics team is just...
No, this is...
on a roll today. We're just roasting
This is called...
today. That's the theme of today.
This is a possible called the Pig Bar.
Hot streak again at the beginning
But
of
the
year,
original
and ever
has
since then, besides losing
red jam or
all the
jelly
last
in the
4
middle.
series, all the stats
Strawberry
across the
jam.
board obviously been
But
dropped.
they made a
There's only
chocolate
one player
version.
in the middle there that just puts up numbers no matter what. DOS9 is solid as always. That's why we always put him on the controller role here for Build Diff. But the rest of the team, we need to see that step up. We need to see Famous getting the op kills, getting the entries, playing with confidence, dominating the server, and setting the narrative for the game. But even the rest of the team, Shiro is good for a good map or two here and there. He often has pop-off maps, and you can see, look, honestly, his performance hasn't dropped off substantially. The players that I'm looking at, though, Berserks and DOS9 in the clutch as well. These guys put up insane clutch statistics.
Wearing a white shirt.
Doing well. They had
Ruined.
2
GG.
or 3 players across their roster who were in the purple in clutch statistics, like 30 or 40%.
Well,
clutch
it sounds a
rate,
lot better than
from
Pig Bar because
majority
it's not
of
in
these rounds.
English, thankfully. So.
On one side is like, great, you have a lot of clutches. On the other side, it's like, why are you in so many clutches, though? Like, how are these rounds going?
I mean,
That's a bit
America
of a
literally has a
concerning statistic in and of
frozen
itself.
entree
Definitely.
brand
And,
called
speaking
Hungry
of clutch
Man.
Situations, I think something has changed a lot for the side of PRX, for Devi in particular. When they were looking a little rough at the beginning of the year, Devi was often left in bad situations.
Hold on, let me finish my
Question
popsicle,
mark
and then I'll
is
go wash the
Vice.
shirt.
And now, I think he's one of the best Vices out there.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think he's really turned it around. I mean, for me, I think I'll always remember when he's going in for that clutch on Fracture. Flashes himself.
Was that against Boom?
I think it might have been.
It might
was
have
a
been
Fracture,
against
yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
I don't remember what game it was.
Since
but...
then, he's gone 180. He's doing much better, playing a lot more Vice, and I think he does look very, very comfortable on the stage now, which is nice.
He doesn't flash anymore when he has that
in
option.
those-
He clutch
in those
out.
clutches,
doesn't
he
use it.
stopped using it.
Just swing him, the old PRX way. You love to see it. He's even playing bloody Vice on Haven here. Not many teams that are actually running Vice on this map, so a very unique Sentinel choice.
Did you see the new Boom jersey? I caught a glimpse of it. I haven't gotten a good look at it yet.
Better than anyone else's.
Dude,
Number
those
one,
glasses
he
are
loves using
sick
pop on attack.
for
He loves
Devi.
using the scoped weaponry, and he reads how the other team is looking for info.
Was it always
If he's
that?
the lurker
Why does that look so
alongside
new?
Lotus is the perfect example of it. He loves to try to pick that C jump spotter or that A jump spotter. And the other thing is he knows on defense when to take space. There's far too many Sentinels that are hyper passive. They'll just sit on the site. They don't want to feed kills. He's quite happy to read whatever the strong side is from the attackers and be able to push the weak side and find
I could
space
rock
for
those
PRX.
glasses.
Yeah, I mean, just
I
look
can see
at
it,
how dominant
yeah.
he's been statistically on top of all of that. Second in ACS, first on KD, second in kills per round, and second in damage per round. Those are incredibly dominant statistics coming in from that Sentinel position.
I mean, it's hard to argue with PRX statistically in general. I think Something, Devi are both in top 5, and then you've got Forsaken that's like 7th or something in most of the statistics. Like, it's just the big 3 from PRX. And Jing is actually the player that usually dumpsters.
Let's say that Boom has to fight in Ascension again. Do you think Boom's going to win the whole thing now?
If that happens again, then you're going to be eating good
It
in the
depends.
build.
It's really hard
It depends
to say.
if
Like
Nongshim's also
earlier
there with them or
Secret,
not,
you
and
never
how
know what
each of
role
them
they're
look
gonna
at
play
the
with
end of the
PRX.
season.
You never know who's going to end up being that super
Just because I
explosive
think
player, 'cause they
if
all
both of
have
them
that
go down to
potential.
Ascension, I think
Now, what's really
confidence
interesting with the map
difference
pool
will
is that
matter going into
PRX
the
has
tournament for both
finally
teams.
opened
But
up Haven. So I think this is going to be really interesting coming into today.
Well, I think
also,
so.
we haven't seen too much bind here in Pacific.
Yeah.
I know both of these teams have played bind, you know, in previously, so I hope we get to see a bit of it today.
Yeah, we've seen Boom pick and bind in the past. I could kind of see that coming out again today.
All right, here's a draft.
I'm curious if they could take it towards that Haven. That would be a sort of different alternative.
No
there.
icebox. PRX going to take out Ascent, which is
Okay.
used to be a sore spot in the map pool for them. There you go, bind pick, and PRX will pick defense there.
Finally. I feel like it's been
The
a while.
bind.
It's very different from PRX. So before we saw them having to float Haven because they wanted to ban Corrode.
Yep.
So now they're willing to float Corrode a little bit more.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. Boom doesn't feel like they need to punish pick with Haven, even though it's been a good map for them, especially in their
They're
dominant
banning
run
the
forward.
Haven?
was a very safe map for Boom, so they're going to lean
Oh,
more
yeah,
towards
the new
bind here,
jerseys are pretty
changing things up
nice.
a little bit. PRX
I
picking
didn't mind the
Lotus,
old
they're the
jerseys.
best
All right,
Lotus
chat, let me
team in
go
the world for
try to
me. They're
wash the shirt a little
16-1.
bit real
They've
quick.
seen April on Lotus, even though a lot of those games get quite close though, they consistently go to like 24 rounds or OT on Lotus, but they always seem to eke out these wins.
Yeah, that map 3, PRX got to choose between Haven and Corrode and went with Corrode.
Corrode.
So looking
First time.
forward to that. But we do have Bind to start off with, and yeah, this is of course Boom's choice. They love running this KO. This is a composition we would very much expect.
Yeah, so on the bottom there you have Boom's comp from kickoff. They've only changed one thing, which is Vice out, Viper in. They're playing the same comp, which kind of reminds me, as well as Talon also running the same comp that they ran from kickoff. A lot of teams not really changing things up too much from kickoff, but PRX is a team I have to see them change things kickoff, because this Clove comp sucked. PRX on Bind was painful to watch.
Surely it'll be different now.
I would love to see Divide return on the Sky on Bind. Do you remember these days? He was absolutely phenomenal on it, and he's also, before he was great on Vice, he was great on Sky and on Stage. Preds across the board are going to be PRX.
Does this make you worried? Because
It
like
does.
when we've all predded for one team, it often goes very bad.
It does, and you know what? I don't know. Who knows? Well, the audience agrees with us here. 9%, 9 hopeful bunch of people out there are hoping for a Boom win. And you know,
All right, we got the bulk of it out, so it should be fine once we wash it later in the washing machine.
I'm predicting for Boom. I think I've predicted for them in all of their losses of these last 4 games, but I think PRX is just too solid. It's so hard to choose against PRX with the form that they're coming in with. I would love to see a Boom win. I really
Steven Liggy's
would.
belly button, nice try. Regarding the pinned chat, yeah, we can add that.
A lot of confidence is going to be needed. Do you think, what are the win conditions for Boom today?
I'll add it for now. We'll probably have to do a little adjustment on the pricing on these as well, but
and they need to show some proficiency on these maps that haven't been played too much. They need to catch PRX off on Bind, which they did against T1 right at the start of the year, and then as well on the third map of Crow, because I think Lotus is too solid for PRX.
Absolutely, and we are basically at the halfway point leading into playoffs here, so every championship point matters. This matters especially for Boom. Again, they don't want to be sent back down into Challenger, so let's see if they can bring it today on the stage. We are going to be welcoming Boom versus PRX.
biased cast 1 round for losing team. That should be clear enough, right? Cool down. And then I'll edit these. There we go. All right, that should be up, I think. 레플리카님 안녕하세요. 1경기 굉장히 빨리 끝났습니다. DRX가 이겼어요. 아주 손쉽게 13대4, 13대4로 이겼습니다. Dude, I always only spill or splash when I'm wearing a white shirt. This used to happen before we got married. Anytime we were out on a date with a white like t-shirt or shirt, I would like drop something on it. But anytime it wasn't white, even if I was eating something messier, super clean. Something about it.
Yeah, they need changes, and they need changes now. Things have to start turning around for this squad before it is too late. And I mean, we know they have the potential. This is a team that had nothing but doubters when they came into the league.
I would spill something on my shirt when it's white. Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's gone back to doubting. Maybe that's the fire that they need to get
something
things
about
flowing for them once again.
And they are. God, I mean, they have to be
Dude, why does Jing... Wait, what's with the roster photo there? Why does Jing look so mad?
Undefeated match streak to dropping 0 maps in a long time since the start of Stage 2. Now, the question is, who is going to be the first to stop them? Can Boom do it today?
Yeah, PRX are the gold standard here in Pacific. Even when they're tired, they just hopped off the plane.
All right, Forsaken, you got to hold up the Susanto family name, because Excurate friggin' couldn't beat a Korean Silva streamer
what they're going to be.
They don't even stream Valorant full time.
In particular, because it's been a little while since we've seen them play.
And he couldn't beat Athena and T1 Academy, so now it all lies on Forsaken.
Yeah, I really like the approach to the veto. It shows clear growth from PRX. It shows prioritization on learning these new maps. Now the fact we literally saw them directly pick to play Corrode over Haven means they have this ability to shake up their map pool. It's very nice to see.
They need to get the reps. Yeah. They need to get these reps in because they're looking at champions. Like Pacific is just a
all right, Bind. We might have a game on our hands.
Here, especially the most recent
Bind. We might have a game on our hands.
Playing through the map pool, they're getting their officials in on some of these maps that they're going to have to test the best teams in the world.
But it is PRX.
Precisely at this point, all eyes are on champions for this team. They want to win a second trophy. We've interviewed them. We've asked them what's next after you win a trophy because so many teams have fallen after that, and they just want to go on a complete run now. And at this point, I don't think.
I mean, to be fair, every team usually says that. Well, unless they win champions, but usually after Masters, everyone says. I mean, T1 said that next up was champions, and
it's really hard to feel certain when you're going against a team like PRX.
And then they still falter. So I think what's important is more so that they're very conscious that that's a possibility for them.
Then you might look a little bit silly. I think there was an air of quiet confidence, subtle belief, I would say, in the tone of their voices.
I don't think Boom has ever been that kind of team anyway. Even when they were dominating a group, so we interviewed them, they'd be like, well, yeah, we're playing good right now, but we'll see what happens in the future. Like, I think they are
PRX floating Corrode is very interesting. But, you know, I was thinking, I was like, it's understandable that PRX doesn't have something prepped because of the timing, but I really wanted them to play it before playoffs. So I think them floating it is a good sign. Like, even if it's bad, I think you have to eat a loss if that's what it takes to, like, really fine-tune it. You have to play it once on stage before a huge match. I'm going to have you do the bias cast as Nongshim on match point, see how much you can commit to the That's cruel, man. But what if Nongshim never gets the match point again? Your plan could be ruined. Thinking Man's Alpha Wolf. Damn, the Alpha Wolf himself? Itself? Hey, Chobra, I made a custom connection about VCT players you can play between maps if you want. I'll pull it up.
Every time I see him play this agent, he tends to kind of pop off. So keep an eye on him this game, because sometimes he's good for a big map.
We'll do it during after map 1.
2-1 or a 2-0 kind of match today?
I want to say 2-1. I think Boom can steal something.
The Brim. That's one of the. Is that the only agent he hasn't played professionally?
Absolutely. Well, we're gonna send it over to casters, and Quack, you've seen PRX play Bind for a very, very long time.
PRX is like the most confidence-driven team, right? So they've gotten the confidence to win and Masters so anything is possible. Oh, I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying, like, they made it sound like them being hungry for the next trophy is what's different. But I think that, like, that's disingenuous. Every team says after they win Masters that they're hungry for champions, but do you let it get to your head, or do you stress out because of the pressure, or do you reset is like the big difference, right? And I think PRX is handling that. They're very conscious of that aspect. Brim, Clove, Gecko, and another agent, but Brim is now crossed off. Damn. Only a couple left. Oh, Viper. Yeah, Viper makes sense. Honestly, Brim suits Forsaken quite well. All right, so we got the Raze Yoru on PRX. Something has been taken on the Yoru mantle, and it's been very good, obviously. Meanwhile, Boom, of course, just very standard.
Yeah, complete 180.
We got KO Fade, though, so we got the double initiator.
Loss against Talon right now on the attack into Showers.
They did play this same comp against Talon.
In the wing as well, but not the complete wing at the moment. Straight in towards his A site.
And it's something to hold the off angle. Good for at least one.
Ooh, I mean, they should be thankful that they didn't lose more than one. Losing the Raze a bit unfortunate. He wanted to get that kill. Oh, I mean, pretty good from Berserk because he knew there was one stuck behind that wall, so he wanted to get that before the positional reset.
Possible at this point. DOS Knight sees the barrel already. That will be the round for Boom.
Very fast, very PC.
With that pistol, pretty convincing. Straight up through the showers, not staying to wet their hands. And PRX, see what their defense is going to look like a little bit later on. I want to drill into this composition of theirs a little bit, right? We know how dualisty
I mean, this is similar to the old comps they used to run. It's just back then they went even heavier on the Yoru, but the Yoru basically allows you to, even without a hard senti, you've got a lot more map control. You can do more TP plays. Gives you that flash that you're missing.
In a stage where they should be making champs, right? By points, by position.
Famous knows, man.
They can look to get the reps on these.
Huge turn from Famous.
The way that you kind of just wanted that one to go.
Counters the flash.
Right, Quack, you just lose one. That's okay.
Still relatively clean. You'll get the spike down soon enough for PRX. Not too much to speak of.
Dust9's your favorite player? Dust9 is a very good player.
That steady confidence coming over.
I think that's one of the biggest things for Boom. Don't be scared coming in towards this one at the moment. Doesn't matter that you don't really have wins, you don't really have a lot of scores, right? Currently sitting down on the win percentage of these rounds. In fact,
oh, Slasher didn't see him, I don't think.
They get the first kill in a 5 versus 4, and they have not been converting a lot of those scenarios. So I just really want to see massive consistency from them right now. I want to see them grab these advantages and not drop them, but also don't play.
It's gonna go to the spike for Patman.
PRX is still a,
you know, only the classic.
Team.
Nothing lost.
Let them give an inch, you take a mile.
That sort of thing.
Indeed. So we'll throw this round away now.
Patman wins these.
Mark, as I'm saying, right? Just losing one member there. We'll go into the first rounds to really see what the defenses of PRX look like on a map that we've not seen from them in quite a while. But also, more importantly for me, what adjustments we've got from Boom. After that
nice clean shots from Slasher there.
Back then, Famous wasn't really allowed to come online.
Berserk buys up as well, and they've still got enough for the next buy. So really good econ for Boom. Triple regen as well. And no outlaw on the other side. This is so good. Slasher's 2 away from Nightfall. This is a dream scenario in terms of snowballing for Boom. Ew, checks Hookah. PRX has an inkling because it's been A hits back through. Boom just wants to go fast, but they hear the TP and Jing just gets one. I mean, he can just, whoa, he can just hang out here.
Bailout from the team here potentially.
Wait, what is going on? How is Devi here and oh, through the smoke?
Sky smoke, and he's not turned around for Devi. They're going to call an audible that they're not here.
Well, that's unfortunate for Famous.
He does buy the attention for Jing to going for the swing off contact. Boombot in the ground, but still
dude,
successful.
This is one of the most bind rounds of all time. Holy.
Bonus round to come through from Boom.
What is going on, man? Do it. Forsaken, do it.
Idea of maybe going back towards the A site, stuck in the TP currently. That's where their toxic
oh
screen is.
Man, I wanted him to jump through as well.
Forsaken, if they do start to rotate back.
He's waiting though, so he smokes him off, so they have to be delayed. You still keep 2, and Forsaken's waiting. He still doesn't hear anything, so you're pretty certain. So now you have something taking a spot where they can just do a crossfire as they're going in for the plant. Uh-oh, something's weak though. Snake bite's huge. Oh boy, 1v2. Time? Oh, it doesn't bounce far enough.
And to just wait for Forsaken to make a move out of Hookah. I mean, if he jumps out, that's going to put him at risk. So tries to go for it, plays off the ledge, gets a good shot in the wall bang. What?
Wait, hold on. Check him PC.
Exactly there?
Hold on.
Was there a pixel out of place?
Check him PC.
I don't
hold
know.
On.
Does he have a 6th
that is
sense?
not normally.
Possibly
what in the world?
You know how many agents that he plays and just has a
no,
that's in this game?
No.
That was a bonus round that I thought was going to go the way
dude,
of
if you're Dust9, you are furious. Like, how does that even happen, man?
There, but I will say it's a bit costly, right? Only one player surviving at the end for PRX.
I don't think he saw anything.
Have to dig deep for the reinvestments, and it is an opportunity for Boom to capitalize on that situation.
Yeah. What? Yeah, they just did Spider Sense, yeah.
An outlaw in this position too.
Oh my gosh.
That can be quite detrimental here for PRX. Lots of
that's crazy.
That's what I say. Good on the first down.
No, I think he was really just checking, because if it wasn't a full double swing, he's running through the options of like, okay, you didn't plant backside, you didn't do a full double swing, it wasn't from the same angle. That's weird, because the spike was clearly planted on, you know, the further side. Dude, boom. They're riding the momentum. I think you almost have to save here.
I'm going to slap Boom on the wrist here,
although
because it's NC Slasher who planted, who already has a Nightfall.
Yeah, well, that, I mean, I think that deserves more than a slap on the wrist, to be honest. But, like, yeah, Famous would have gone close to Showstopper. You would have gotten 1 point away from Pit, 2 away from friggin' Orbital Strike.
And that Outlaw purchase. PRX now needing to find ways back in.
Yeah, it's legitimately the one gun that you
42 minutes for today's Kenken. No, I haven't.
The Outlaw, when you got 4 players on light shield,
I haven't checked it yet, but probably not gonna check it. It's 42 minutes.
Screen, right, through the teleporter for the B side of things. You get
that ain't no spider sense, it's the goat sense. He was bitten by a, he wasn't bitten by a spider, he was bitten by a goat. Dude, can you imagine how much that would hurt if you were bitten by a goat?
Sometimes you'll see teams.
Oh, dude, I would never want to be bitten by a goat.
So I'll be interested to see if PRX are going to be able to do that, but economical-wise, not currently.
Oh, for the maze. What's the maze? Is that's like a new puzzle? Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea what it is.
Beginning of this one, and a very different look to when they were against Talon. I felt like when they were against Talon, they were lacking.
You wouldn't want to be bitten by FNS? I definitely would not want to be bitten by FNS.
Talon were being very patient, right? So it looks like for right now, the attacking side that we're seeing from Boom Esports, they have VOD review. What is good on our attacking side, but what do we know is
I could live
weak on the defending
even
side.
if I was bitten by 10s.
To really keep that
I don't think that would hurt that much.
For now, I mean, it certainly is starting to look like the old familiarities for Boom. I do wonder if there is some familiarity between two teams as well. You know, both Indonesian sides.
The train, it just keeps going.
But at least right now, early intervention for PRX needing to right some wrongs. A lot of individual performances not quite working out the way they need.
Could you imagine, right? You've got Boom Esports who are yet to find a map, yet to find a series.
No, we're talking about being bitten by goats.
On the line. They take PRX, and
I'm just talking different goats.
Yo. Well, that's
the goat at the zoo, the mountain goats on the cliffside, FNS, 10s.
But let's see. We've got a timeout.
They're all the same.
Away. PRX opting for that one. We'll see if they're going to be able to convert here with the saved.
I don't want to see Chobra whiffing a shot like Boosty or FNS. Oh, well, boy, do I have news for you.
Jing is one away from a showstopper. Forsaken from
all right, Nightfall.
As well, if they can pick up any of them.
It is a half buy / eco, obviously 2 weapons saved. I am so down for NC Slasher to use Assault this round, though. You have 2 away from Showstopper, 3 from Orbital Strike, 2 away from Pit. Like, you've got a good cycle going. I am so down to use that to not risk close quarters. For now, they're just going to wait long range for the peek outs. A little bit dangerous. Like, they need to be cautiously aware that Patman could have had a rifle.
Now, keeping an eye on showers as well.
Yeah, now the decision is definitely on to Boom. What do you want to do? You've seen no real aggression.
So then they're going to group up. Tell me you use the ult, man. I need you to not take this risk. The literal worst thing that could happen for Boom is they don't use the ult and that costs them the round. And they get bodied. Actually, the worst part is they start getting bodied and then they panic use the ult. That's actually the literal worst. But I have faith that they're better than that. They're not going to use the ult. I mean, sure. Oh, they do. They use the ult. Okay, nobody on site. Surely, yeah. We don't even think about hookah. Oh, hold on. Now we need to think about hookah. But that is not. Oh boy. Oh boy. The counter showstopper from Jing. Oh, great wraparound from Boom or Shiro though. I was about to say Boom Shiro. Oh no. Well, this is terrible. Oh, dude, NC Slasher. I mean, the earlier rounds too.
PRX, they are going to enter back. after their own timeout.
I don't know if you're gonna use the knife while you have better weapons. I don't know why we're not all just clearing and holding safe angles for the flank. But that's hindsight 2020. Fun fact: been bitten by a goat before. Ooh, was walking with goats on a guided tour around an island outside of Spain. Also, they jumped as well, but very cute animals. It hurt though. Sounds like the most BS story, but it is for real. No, I believe it actually. I believe it. I mean, goats can be cute, but yeah, I imagine it hurts.
Again in this round here, we're starting to build up to a monstrous ultimate round.
I mean, Dustline was, I don't know. Maybe he thought a flash was coming out. Yeah, he might have thought a flash was coming out since Yoru was there.
We'll just see if it's going to be a pretty one-dimensional play in towards the A side at the moment. Get that 0 point out, remove the abilities, take the commanding space of lamps.
And you got to worry about Heaven as well at the back of sight. Something hiding inside of this smoke. Jing with control over Bath.
Got to remember
the classic. You have lamps, so now what will you do? And Shiro says, we will take the shot.
He's in there.
Oh, dude, 3 people survived that.
Oh, but still the slight angle, and that's enough for something.
4 versus 4.
Dude, look at Forsaken. Look at this guy. Oh my God, look at this guy, man.
Shiro, he is stuck right now, disconnected from Famous, who's spotted out on the A side and dead to rights. As a leader in charge.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't see that one, and you've got no life longer in this round as well. PRX.
Dude, when did he get in there?
Unbelievable performance. I mean, such a play with the positioning around it. The orbital strike come in just by time.
Oh my gosh.
Aware, but still didn't expect him inside of it.
I thought that they were aware when the orbital strike came down towards lamps, right? They don't immediately scurry in towards the teleporter, which is usually what a team would look to do. But into the teleporter in the late play.
Yeah, he was just there from the get-go.
Doesn't care, stays there.
Dude, that's actually crazy. The thing is he intended that because he had orbital strike. So it's like, oh, if I chase them from A, they'll come take the teleporter. They don't take it, and then they still take it. That's insane.
Already going in with Shiro's null command too.
Something in with the op though. Oh, he whiffs the first
shot.
But
dude, the TPs are so quick from PRX. PRX has a good read right now, though. They know that Boom's the timeout's been good. Boom shows movement and they go as 5. They don't have a sentinel, and so the most they can do is they have someone who's watching their flank. But if you use the TPs or you go for a fast temp,
and they are getting away with murder.
With these 2 star duelists in the game, you can never doubt their performances, but still.
Then you can just kind of hard press against it.
He turns back around.
I thought he was going to be dead there. As Jing was
but does he expect something to come all the way around?
It's down to the timing
he's got an op, and he doesn't really want to pick up a weapon here because he might be heard.
The stage 1 plays that we saw from him, something.
Oh boy.
Gonna look to re-go the other way because Famous's mind is being toyed with at the moment. So many angles, but the one that he needs to be the most worried about is behind him, and he's just not aware
man. I mean, it's not even necessarily that. Famous is just thinking that he should still be coming from CT.
Even though it might not have been heard necessarily.
It wouldn't have been heard.
Famous, unfortunate scenario.
Dude, that paint show's missed too. Holy.
The 2 versus 3 with really low HP. I mean, you gotta feel bad for Berserks in that point there.
No, he was just so concerned about CT because that's where he was last spotted.
First bullet accuracy is good for that, but you lose the round at the end. PRX take the lead.
All right, this is the big timeout. PRX really good adjustments on their timeout.
These TP plays and these
I don't think he would have heard the first couple footsteps though. The most he would have heard is the very last one, but
born in that word.
I don't think he was peeking there because he immediately just tapped and peeked at CT.
They are thriving, yeah.
Have to say we are definitely entertained by the tight performances so far from both sides, but PRX.
Ooh, that's a nice poster.
Even though they might have been down on the
they've all got really big eyes.
That drawing is amazing. I can't draw.
Okay.
It's just a skill that I do not possess. I do love that.
We love our artistic fans out there. But as we head back into
All right, you got Orbital Strike and Viper's Pit, but it is an eco.
That operator. Boom, coming up with the half buy.
Yeah, if you got something that misses a shot, potentially you could open
Teriyaki chicken for dinner and tomorrow's lunch. That sounds legit.
Is going to be bringing here, but for the starting line, it's exactly what you
Okay, you've got the TP up to 8 heaven. I like this. It's not a full rotate. It's just to reset. Oh, he is exploring. Oh, he's exploring. He's been spotted, I think. I think the barrel should have been shown at that angle.
Death currently, isn't he?
Dude, no shot. Dude, he's getting so good at Yoru.
So they really just need to see what they're going to be able
Oh,
to
and
find.
he purposely lets them know because the site was empty that he's still here. The op's still here. You guys don't want to come here. Buys time for everybody to rotate to A.
Control. But what can you do with it, right?
Oh, the molly was called early because no one was on site, so that'll be there.
Now trying to a little bit with Boombot. Does bring
shells
to these peaks. The paint shells going through.
Oh, is this where you chase Jing? Apparently, yes.
The double kill.
I was like, really? We're gonna go into close quarters, but
now Famous in a 1 versus 5 with a Sheriff in
doable.
showers.
Doable, chat.
Nah, you reveal your position there.
If you don't think this is doable, are you even playing Valorant?
All right. We take those.
Yeah,
you know,
it's just the
doesn't
equivalent
happen,
of,
but
grabbing that orb and then dying, right? You get 1 kill, you remove something from
doable
the equation,
though.
not the player. It's Batman
That's how you win.
You start to maybe
You gotta
have a little bit of
believe.
an impact later on onto the economy. The way that PRX are playing at the moment, though, that's 4 in a row after their own timeout. The one that just comes out there from Boom Esports not converted. So we'll see what this now round looks like when they've got the guns back in possession. Because it's always that age-old story, right? You take that timeout, maybe have a little bit of a light touching point in towards the eco round.
Okay, you got 3 rounds or 3 ults on PRX as well. So they've got some big retakes. You got your ult, so even if he has the op, he's got good value. You got the Nightfall, you got the Showstopper. Really big delay on 2 of those as well. Meanwhile, still the same 2 ults on
Boom. Be able
Boom.
to find out where that is. And if you do go the other way into more of
They're waiting at the smoke.
Just look towards the ultimate mark of PRX at the moment. Nightfall, Dimensional Drift, Showstopper, screams a bit of retake.
Jing's just waiting.
Brushing the sky smoke down, be long.
I mean, they're saying just go, dude, go the other way, go the other way. See if the op's there, because it is.
So now he's just
Something's holding a different angle. Dude, if you send... Oh, he doesn't have Prowler. Oh, he'll just take the shot because he's running out of time on the TP. But that's fine. So now Boom's like, ah, shoot, we knew it. They probably had an inkling, but all right, here we go. They're kind of forced to go through, and the Nightfall to delay. Oh, boy. 3 right at the end.
3 kills to his name. DOS9 for the trade.
Gotta grab that spike. Gotta go for the plant. Berserks does have the.
That's
pit.
rough.
Do they think that the A site is still very equipped though? The flank to start.
I mean, you guys didn't take the TP. Are you guys looking to save?
Lamps at the moment. It might be lights
Oh,
out.
really?
Oh, it comes in onto
Really?
this Viper's pit. Dimensional Drift just blocks it as well. Jing, he's good
I
for
mean,
the spray. He's trying to get it
oh,
over
that's
with the
rough.
buy.
Yeah, now Devi's like, okay, well, where's the guy with the spike? Oh.
No joy left in the round.
Well,
for
there it
Boom
is.
At this point, DOS9, a desperate play as he swings on wide, gets a good shot onto Jing at least.
Yeah, but no time, as we were kind of alluding to just there. Didn't even need to really see it in a proper retake with those ultimates.
Are all the
It was
PRX
great
players
timing on the
cheating or
knife.
what?
Patman scurried Boom a little bit away from the site, and the players that tried
Dude,
to go towards the site
this
in
third
amongst
one?
that, well, Patman just ripped the
Dude,
blue
there-
one, didn't he? The third kill in the
That's
millisecond
not
before
real.
his death. And then just the dimensional drift that comes through. Bit of funny business in the mix that you can just start to shoot at your teammate and hit the enemy. PRX will be finding 6 on this defensive side, and anything more is going to be lovely for them.
Oh,
Speaking of,
really, quite frankly, this
the
round,
count in this round.
it comes down to this round for
Weapons
Boom.
plentiful.
They get this, they have a shot. Otherwise, it's very likely a 9-3 half.
And a great opener.
Okay, some trades finally coming through.
In towards B long though, and it's a bit of a hold.
Yeah, player advantage that they can simmer on for a sec. If you want to just regroup all together, go for a bit of a proper execute now as well. You probably could.
This is the silly
Just need to see a
PRX things I
smart
wanted.
decision
What?
made for Boom
The
here, a
ones that
decision
make it look like it's
PRX more
hacks?
often than not have looked to cut a couple of corners, right? If they want to get on towards this flank, He may very well send 2 players to do so. Comes down to what Patman may be feeling on this.
Patman's got a Prowler and Seize. That's pretty good.
Or maybe even on the flip side, what the utility
Ooh, okay, they
of
use it to clear showers. Okay, you know ones and lamps. They still don't know fully about backside.
Orbital strike onto the planter as
Oh
well.
no.
Oh, and it delays. Actually burns down Shiro.
Ooh, okay, dude, NC Slasher is on one today.
Low HP on Patman.
If Boom makes this competitive at all, it's all thanks to NC Slasher. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was going to hit too. My God.
It flushes him out. He needs to get the other, but Defy! Way
Unfortunate.
too strong, way too good, and PRX continue with this win streak.
I wonder what the tell was to Patman in that position, by the way. He expected by his crosshair placement that it was going to be a jumping peak first from the first player. Very large awareness that DOS9 was going to do that. It didn't really matter which player it was. Unfortunate for DOS9 that he was there. If he gets that kill, the round may go a different way. An orbital strike still accessible for them. Just there in that little replay, you see it. Very aware from Patman, locking down that A site, doing as much as he could to assist the team. But
damn.
good with the 1v1 trade at the final moment.
Rough for Boom. I mean, they looked better coming in than the other games, but Patman's 1 away from his Nightfall.
Starting to look pretty good
Holy.
for them here. But once again, it is another buy to come through for
Okay,
Boom
so you see the
Esports.
0 point,
Pit
and you just
towards
say,
this
all right,
A
here we go,
site.
pit up.
As showers start
Dude,
to
they
get
have pit
crept
up on A
from
short.
Boom.
They got op on B long.
Jing in a spot not yet seen.
You don't have a choice. You have to pick a site and go.
Ultimately does the trick.
I mean,
Slight trade,
okay.
yes, Forsaken trying to back himself into safety too.
I mean,
Still gotta
decent
worry
trade
about
from
that.
Famous, but
Oh, in towards the site right now. Forsaken finds DOS9. Can't get the second. This is things to
dude,
get a little
NC
bit scrappy.
Slasher.
Swing.
Oh,
Scrappy with the plays, but it's PRX that with the coordination on the flashes. More known quantities into the site now. It's Nightfall that tracks onto Shiro. They know exactly where he is.
Yeah, he's stuck at triple.
no, but you know exactly where the spike is. Look at these angles they're holding.
Spawn at cave for the whole time. So he's nowhere near the action, Quack. He didn't want to go through the Viper's pit. He has to go all the way through showers to meet with Shiro.
Oh my God, and it's a swing. He wants a weapon, but the operator, too reliable until the trade comes in. Maybe the spike plant, maybe a potential.
Boom should try winning some of these fights. They were just losing because 2 of their guys can't win a fight against Patman.
Yeah, nice spray from Device.
I mean, honestly, teams should just try winning. I don't know if teams have figured that out yet, but you should just try winning. I think that might help in winning.
Patman's spot was actually a bit unknown, so very nice little adjustment from PRX there.
Boom is looking a little lost in a couple of these moments, though. Like, I mean, I think the earlier DOS9, like, having his back turned, you know, he was expecting a Euro Flash, I think. DOS9 going for the jump peek for his teammates going to lamps, understandable. But, like, Shiro, like, scrambling for a weapon. I mean, understandable, but really bad mistake.
Last round of the half now. And for majority of these rounds that we've had on this defensive run from PRX, we've always seen
quick lapse in judgment is a good way to put it.
Coming into their pockets,
if Boom loses, they get relegated, no? No, because you can stay in top 8 with points.
They could get into this B site.
But they should be more or less out of playoffs. Although not completely.
A secondary flank. Repositions back in the tunnel at least, but then in with Prowler. Oh, showstopper execute. Causing a lot of noise onto site. You got the null command.
Oh, Devi, you gotta get out. Okay, he does. Patman, he's trying to delay while the orbital strike's going so his teammates can stay alive. Bit of a lap. Oh, the pre-fire.
Flashed up and he's playing safe behind, but lo and behold, the flag comes through.
No, okay. The original announcement, I was like you guys. I was like, no, the original announcement definitely said playoffs. Then Pacific posted a picture that basically retconned that, but they never announced it. So they posted a new picture infographic that says you can make Ascension with Champs points by being top 8 in Champs points. Other regions, I've been told, have updated their blog posts as well without saying anything, but I am not 100% sure on other regions. But Pacific has done it from the official account.
Fortunate. had to try for something.
But I
there,
was like, you guys, because I was like, no, the original announcement said playoffs, which is why I was like,
Man, so many of those
I was kind of upset because I was like, yeah, now that I feel it as part of Notion, it does not feel good since they changed the format where you don't play every team.
Getting the better of them.
But
this here round,
they have the Pacific has adjusted it for the points as well.
Conversion rates that we've seen from Boom Esports yet before this series, 23-16. That is a horrible scoreline coming through in those marks. 16 times where you're getting a first kill ripped away from you. How many more that we add from this matchup so far in this map?
How many 3Ks? That's true. A lot of 3Ks. Boom has 5. Yeah, Boom currently has 5. So like they should be okay. So this is a new kind of meme / popular song from DBSK's You Know. And the lyrics are like, all right, the first lesson, it's like he's, the theme I think is that he's like singing to his girlfriend. And the first lesson is like, you don't do anything, like you don't do any work or like whatever. But like the way he says it is like so cheesy, and the dance. So it's an image of the dance, but they put the faces of the coaches and the players.
Yeah,
and it said, your first lesson.
Out, right? You're starting to play on the back of you have to best both of the remaining 2 teams that you've not played against, both of the Japanese squads where DFM have already stolen the
bottom 4
victory,
teams have 2 points each, right? But if they make
well
playoffs and go to like top 4 or whatever, then both, even both Boom and Notion could get pushed down. Notion could for sure.
0-3, you get 2, you scrape into playoffs, then maybe, just maybe you're, you know, having
it's not even the bottom 2 teams that matter though, because like for Notion, if you're in 8th, we get pushed down one slot and you can't make Ascension.
So far, this one's not really giving you good sense.
Dude, cats freak out. Cats freak out when they find a cucumber behind them. It's so weird.
We need confidence. We need the lights.
I guess it just doesn't register. Which isn't that weird, because my dog Sophie once freaked out at my music stand. Like I had a foldable music stand that was portable when I played violin, and it was folded up in its case, so it was like a long, you know, just like a long leather case, not like solid, but like a bag, so it looked like a giant stick or a snake. And so she like freaked out when she saw it because I was packing on the living room floor, and she started barking at it. So once I saw that, I was like, oh, I guess understandable. Oh, ooh, if he stayed alive, it wouldn't have been too bad.
And that could be the start of things for the Wolf Pack. Caught by the Prowler and then engulfed in smokes.
It's the decision at the moment as well. Do they want to stay around this A site, go for a plant, or do they want to disconnect? The sky smoke's all fading.
There they go.
They want to try to clear something.
Forsaken, though.
They need a little bit more safety, but
oh, it's a second kill.
Okay.
And then the paint shells to come on through. 2 members left on the Dino side. Patman getting a couple of
Patman is like the current scary raid boss.
Shuts it down, but the defuse underway. Berserks will pick the round for Boom.
Yeah, another pistol going their way. A bit of a full house between Berserks and Shiro, 2 and 3 respectively. You get a defuse for Berserks as well at the end. That is a bit of a better formulated one for Boom, having the right numbers at the right site when that aggression comes through. By the way of which, Jing just getting over the truck.
Oof.
They had no idea that that was coming through in towards Lamps, but Berserks. Is that a couple of moments where that first bullet accuracy
I wonder how Jing feels about Raze.
Got a couple of Sharpies so far that we've caught glimpses of.
I think it's so funny. Bunny currently believes that Raze is trash.
To this team needs to give
you should be playing Waylay.
the idea, of course, that they still have
we talked about it further, and he was like, I mean, I think it's 100% true in solo queue. I think Raze is not good in solo queue. Waylay's so much better, because you should be playing Neon, Yoru, or Waylay if you're playing solo queue. I was like, yeah, you know, that makes sense. Team setting could be a little different, but...
Caught by the foot, if anything, and now aware of the Bath's position.
I agree that Waylay is better, though.
It is hungry. Don't get me wrong. Could have been a world in which there were a couple of members behind that smoke as it faded. I'll confirm 2. I think you just look to get out of this one, but they'll hold each other's hands.
Stick around long enough. It is the hungry beast pack after all. So the one goes
dude,
down.
you could tell there that DOS9 was really cautious. Did you not feel that? I felt that. He like really wanted to make sure he didn't miss.
But I'm looking at the radar and Famous. Oh, the timing. This could turn the round on its head.
Wait, hold on. That creates room for Patman. Oh, okay, but Boom's figured it out. They were like, hold on, don't get distracted by that guy. We just got to focus on this guy.
Try to keep them invested towards the front.
That haunt, as soon as it started out, though, should be destroyed. Or dodged.
Completely dodged.
Wait, whoa.
Into the crosshairs of something.
This is the problem, though, isn't it? This is a 2 versus 4. This kill
oh
would have been
my.
huge from Patman. And I don't think something's going to be able to get this one in 20 seconds, right? Surely not.
He's got the clone play off of, at least looking for the kills, if anything.
Oh, boy.
Will save
the Prowler.
The day.
Yeah, saving the day is kind of what was needed there for Boom as well, wasn't it? 2 players surviving at the end. A lot of timing going Paper X's way there. Very different round result if Patman was able to find that kill in towards the showers, but wasn't able to in the end. So benefit for Boom. They win another round, but with 2 salvage Bulldogs carrying over, I believe.
Oh, I mean, it 100% shouldn't have been so close. You can tell they're playing a little scared, though. Like, they're a little frazzled.
So it is an opportunity for Paper X.
Not frazzled enough that they, like, completely forgot about Patman, thankfully, but...
A little bit ambitious from Boom. That early engagement
the attacking Judge Jing.
Maybe a double no. The C's nade combo doesn't find the second.
Yeah,
sequel to Judge Judy, Judge Jing.
Does give them control over Hookah still, though, which does allow them to prevent Paper X from coming into the site. They might have guarded something with a flash, but here comes Boom. We're saving right on the spray transfer, but Patman still strong. 1v2 now.
Yucky, disgusting spray.
What's going on?
Zerx and DOS9, though. Could be a bonus round that Boom.
What is going on? I mean, Patman's been doing well today.
Certainly expects them to come through from spawn. Oh my god, just slicing the pocket.
He wasn't sure. He had no idea.
We'll pick things up for Boom again.
Yeah, didn't expect the second there, unfortunately. Doubling up together, Boom, clearing a lot of angles.
Jing has died at least 6 times midair. I guarantee you he would have died less midair if he played Waylay.
Satchel in again and just get swatted. And we'll think better of doing that a little bit later on. See through these replays as well. There's that one.
It was smooth, though. It was a smooth flight path.
Boom, hey, you're picking up that bonus rounds. This is that 1 foot in front of the other. It doesn't matter.
Both said Jing's mechanics. Would he still be an IGL because he's a good IGL, or would he not because it's a waste of his mechanics? If I was the coach, I would still keep him IGL. I mean, Jing's amazing, but it's not like Jing is like so far ahead of everyone else who's also really good that there's like nobody can catch up to him, right? That would be the only reason. Even then, I still think you put him in IGL because good IGLs are even rarer.
It's seeing, isn't it, right? Light shields with no early clearance of an angle. You're playing a risky game here, Jing.
Just trying to go for the fights. I mean, he's got a judge of all things. So
okay.
Some support now coming from Devi.
So Famous just TPs out. He says, you know what, let's not risk it. I actually like that call, right? NC Slasher comes to support and he just says, nah, like, just buy time for me. I'm TPing out of here. We still got the numbers. Let's make sure we hold a good default.
Just going to have to respect the Sky Smoke and the Toxic Screen that are doubled at the moment.
Oh my god, but they're just peeking off of it with a blast pack through.
I mean, chat.
Are online.
Where do we still have an argument about Raze versus Waylay?
That's the economy building from them. Starting to get closer little by little. Starting to have a good.
I just saw I finished the stream and it's starting to get spicy. Yeah. Dude, the attack seems to be where they are struggling, which historically has kind of been true, ironically, for a W gaming team, but.
Some of the disrespect found from Paper X, right? They can't just play that one to the norm. Not that they ever really do.
There we go.
Timeout is brought out by Paper X.
How many death slams?
That moment in time, though, right? When we saw the Paper X timeout in the first half, they just strung together.
Panda has turned the plushie to look at Alex. He's giving him the side eye. Panda's like, you wouldn't slam the plushie.
Pen is spinning mighty fast.
I wish someone believed me as hard as Chobra believes in Waylay. No, Waylay's actually so good right now. Like, it's not. Oh my gosh. Chat, I wish I had 3 Masters trophies under my belt. You guys would just believe even if I just said the silliest thing. This is actually like some of the most logical things I've said and you don't believe me.
Alex, of course, over on Paper X. Got to make sure that
my
the team
goodness.
is all very well coordinated very soon.
You mean Brim. This is Forsaken's first time playing Brim, correct.
See what you can do. get back into this one here. Just the
Old Alex would have slammed that desk 100%. 100%.
Very close to a lot of ultimates on the PRX side as well. Be a thrifty round if they can steal this one away. But for Boom, if they're able to find it to bring it within one.
Okay, Boom, you don't need to do this. It's an anti-eco. You actually do not need to push out, as crazy as that sounds.
Just information for now.
Oh, they found him.
Yeah, null command in. You want to stem off PRX getting in towards this site. They're kind of already
Only
in,
to
aren't they?
stall default.
Actually looking to stick the plan all the way through, and through the tracer rounds, Jing put Shiro in a down but not out situation.
Well, they're going to try and res him. Remember, KO is quick to be able to do that right now. Showstopper is on out, so it's Berserks and
Dude,
Shiro
Nightfall plus Showstopper is crazy.
On the scene. NC Slasher from the top
Oh no.
The holds on these positions that PRX
Something actually gets it. 3 of them in lamps.
Angles now from
Jing
lamps,
just
Famous
chilling.
from behind. He does have the outlaw.
Oh, ooh.
Looking for those pristine shots, but it's Jing with the movement.
That timing.
Famous. It's all onto you, brother. He gets the good one.
There's just no time.
There's not enough time. Indeed, Komodo has to back off or
아니 왜 저는 챔스 이관왕을 해야 돼요? 저 맞는 말을 진짜 많이 한다니까요. 제가
That is a thrifty to come through. I'm talking about what happened in the first
아닙니다.
half, right? It was a timeout from
진짜 게임 볼 줄 알아요, 제가.
the remainder of the half. Is this the way that it goes?
Does Boom and Nongshim get another year if they don't qualify for champs? Not guaranteed. If they're in the top 8 of champs points, or if they make playoffs, then they can still defend their spot at Ascension. They can play through Ascension,
Stick
but
up from Jing as well, doing some mighty good work there. The thrifty, we won't see Boom get close today, and now we'll have a big old
아니 이게
battle with the
진짜
rifles to really
제가 반 예능을 하니까 사람들이 안 믿어요 진짜. 제가 맞는 말을 할 때도 이게 팀을 응원하고 뭐 어떤 팀을 좋아하고 이거랑 다르다니까요. I'm just explaining that there's a difference between like me memeing and then me like going for the underdogs and rooting for certain teams and players, and then actually having thoughts and analysis about the game, chat. Like I know there's a lot of jokes about like my predictions, etc. But predictions are just predictions. It actually does not impact my ability to read the game. I'm telling you, Waylay's really good, but mostly in a team setting. But I think Waylay's actually really good in solo queue as well.
Now he's going to start to get towards double digits, and Famous, he got spotted in the gap.
They know exactly where he is
now. All right. Wrap it up. Clean it up.
Up to 11.
Yeah, it's just a pretty simplistic play to come out from them, isn't it? Get outside of Hookah.
You are just insider trading with your curse.
Unfortunately for NC Slasher, caught almost in the exact moment, bringing out the Prowler to see if there was any information on the back of it. And Dividus has his crosshair at the
now, Jason, where are you? Where's Forsaken?
Those situations. It's a good round to come through from PRX, and on the back of a 9-3 half as well. It doesn't really give yourself enough.
He's making more people play Waylay, so Dombi's neon stocks go up. Why would that make Dombi's neon stocks go up?
To back him up, we're seeing the A short Viper's Pit deployed by Berserk, similarly to what the Fly did from their defensive.
Good flash, very deep.
And of course, without dimensional drift, you can't really scope that one.
Hit.
So, see where PRX want to shift their focus towards instead. My eyes kind of go towards this Showers battle between Jing and Shiro, and that's just going to force Shiro back.
Big dink. Tries to play the safer angle, doesn't want to get wall banged. PRX starting to reconvene towards this very position.
Not taking any chances.
Operator. 3 smokes, still for Forsaken, an orbital strike as well.
Okay, but that means you know that the op was in the site.
Make things very spicy.
There's still a pit in mid in a short.
By Boom, who have rotated the operator back to the correct position again.
Famous. I mean, this weapon is where he made his name back at stage 1. Needing to make it sound true right now in this very moment.
Take the shot, man.
The utility comes over to
I mean, you just need to get one kill. Ooh.
Flushes them into garden, but Defy, what a swing.
Yeah, the orbital actually doesn't really do much. That's you gotta get back in there, dude. Brim's in the site. What are we doing? Oh, I mean, I get you don't want to drop it, but did you have a choice though?
Viper's Pit has just dropped, but where do they they think he's actually going to come from, if at all, because a 1 versus 3 where you've got broken.
Well, they had no idea. I think that PRX would have had time to get through the ult into Garden. That's just a missed timing.
Howling that they wish they found.
Yeah, Pacific Observers sometimes try too hard to catch like every single thing. Like if they start missing things, they just like try to catch every single thing. And I'm like, let's just chill. Like it's already gone. There's a lot of frantic switching every now and then. 스테이지일 때 농심 우승을 예견하셔놓고 페브릭스 열스당을 바보짓이라고 핍박이라뇨. 핍박은 아니었고 그러니까 예견과 예측과 이런 거랑 게임 내 내용이랑은 다르다니까요. 게임 내 내용이랑은 달라요. 그러니까 누가 뭐 나아지도 않는 이거는 사실 저도 뭐 예측을 할 수밖에 없는 거지 뭐 제가 뭐 아나요? 저도 슬리기처럼 누가 뭐 알려줬다면 미니가 이제 코칭을 해줄 거다 생각이 달랐겠죠.
Even in the replays, you can see it famous fighting tooth and nail. But with PRX's numbers and this hive mind.
Yeah, I mean also it would have set up the op as well, but
yeah, 3 rounds in a row.
But I do think like if you were gonna use that Royal Strike, I think you should have taken a blind shot anyway. Otherwise, maybe you save it. Otherwise, maybe you use it on Garden itself just to delay further. But that's all hindsight 2020.
So there's a lot that Boom are gonna have to try and figure out in this macro game right now. What little adjustments do PRX have if they're able to successfully find a round?
If any. You're even thinking about the economical
How did DRX Team Secret Corrode go?
Or possibly just to put those thoughts
not good. For a secret.
Boom. Needing these 5
Dude, that was actually a pretty good balancing act.
Their own map pick. The desk talked about this. If there was any map that they were going to steal away today, it had to be Bind, because Lotus is PRX's strongest right now.
Not unless we see just a different Boom rock up to the party on that one.
All right.
Let's see what this round
Match
is
point,
be
or map point rather. Just the pit for Divide, but no ults on the other side.
Currently leading in the kill department.
Boom is going to push out mid, a short.
Some aggressions over towards this A side of short for the Boom lads.
Oh, it's just a buy and watch for the pushes. DOS9 on the trade.
And the Stampede starting to come up towards this B side as well. You got to play close. You got to maximize that Stinger usage.
Not too bad on the C's, but then the TP plays something.
Ooh, that's big. They don't have a choice. I mean, well, actually, there's over a minute left. Dude, if PRX just full reset, I would be very impressed. Okay, I'm not very impressed yet because they were forced to because of the Brimstone smoke.
With Famous pushing down into market, still needing to play it disciplined. PRX are not out of this round just yet. Oh,
yeah, it really is the timing right now, isn't it? Because they could have gone through cave, they could have gone back through the spawn area. Smokes will start to fade. If Jing even wins this duel right now, Quack, it'll be a showstopper available. Oh, the timing!
Famous, he gets a drop.
Wow.
And now it's on to DOS9. Marking the angle as tightly as possible before the sky smokes dissipate away. Jing slips through the net. DOS9 goes wide. Oh, but Jing gets the duel. Resurg's coming right back into the action.
Dude,
but
Patman?
now it's Patman onto left.
Oh my gosh. I knew it. I knew he was going to TP.
Boom.
NT. Berserk's is waiting.
Trying to translate over towards the TP, you'd assume there. Berserk's getting him.
Dude, the 2 fades. 18 kills, 17 kills.
Convert after their own timeout in a very narrow affair. Timing as well from Famous on that lurk. It does come out in the end.
We always used to have a bit of a like ramp up period and everything. Bit of a slow starter
from PRX, and they can come away with a round. They'll build up on their ultis. I mean, it's even
3 Guardians for Boom, but you know they'll take whatever they can.
Oh my god, but it's the C's.
Oh, but the cover!
Oh my god!
Dude, Divide, man, saving Jing.
From back behind the B choke of spawn CT, where Berserk is right now is where I'm getting at. He throws that one. It's a bit of a longer trajectory if that's the one that I'm thinking about. But the fact that it removed the showstopper.
I mean, Patman is generally pretty scary.
Very dirty if that
especially
showstopper
in
went
the
out.
clutch.
But the fact that PRX still get 2 kills there on a Famous and NC Slasher is ridiculous. Berserk's answers with 1, and the rotation back to this A site right now is the right call.
Molly. Their mollies and their util always feel a little late too from Boom. Feels like they're like overthinking every single thing they do.
He's got find it. He's got 2 smokes as well, so they
3v3.
go for a retake here.
Doable. Patman's weak.
Back into a 3v3.
You have 2 Phantom. Oh, the headshot line, man. Dude, and Patman's low, so he just sacrifices himself by holding close on sight. I like the setup from PRX.
First round accuracy, the pop flash over. He does get tagged.
Yeah, that flash actually got Berserk's there as well. Unfortunate.
It's Forsaken with an incendiary still online. Now coming through with it. Oh, it's pushing up, and PRX just denies completely. It was a good streak. Boom almost came back into it with that 1 round.
Oh, GG, game 1.
13-8 with the final scoreline. PRX still unstoppable.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've seen PRX over on this map here of Blind, something that they don't generally look to play towards, but in stage 2 right now with a new look to the team with Patman and this train as well. If we want to even still let that steam along.
Boom started off okay. I dare say they still, well, no, they looked better when they were winning rounds than the previous games, but the way they lost sometimes was very frazzled.
Famous isn't here.
Rough.
Boom aren't here as well.
I mean, it bears saying.
Are you gonna try Fate Trigger? PUBG for Weebs. I have never heard of it. If it's good, I might. But I'm kind of over BRs, to be honest, unless there's something special about it. Hey, what's up, Hyper?
Oh man, so many of those rounds coming down to just a 1-player surviving situation.
Try the VCT connection. Ooh, I was about to run ads and go to a bathroom break, but we'll do VCT connections before I hop off.
Lead at the half with that 9-3. And I don't think they were really
good shout.
Maybe until
the Alpha Wolf. The Alpha Wolf themselves.
Formulated what they needed to do to
essentially
put a close to the map. So I do
what have we got here?
Worried for Boom Esports right now in this stage because their slot in VCT Pacific is on
so it's any type of connection, right?
Down in this series against
I always forget.
Masters Toronto champions in PRX. Lotus is where we go next. And boy,
wait, is it?
PRX know how to play that map.
Oh, they do. Well,
is it?
That's going to be a tumultuous
remind me again. What are the rules?
Toss it over onto our desk to have a little chit chat.
We don't chit-chat at the desk.
That's
we
what we do.
Hard analysis. This is
it's just connect 4 players.
Okay,
right. Okay.
Here. We got a series to talk about. Now, Boom. They're buying some reminiscent ideas from Ascension that succeeded and did keep it competitive at certain points during this.
Rarga, Jemkin.
I can't even be mad at Boom. No, mad at Boom. I think if they play this map like they just played against almost any other team in Pacific,
with something. Yeah, Russian import duelist players. Okay. Although technically Demon 1 isn't actually counted as an import though, right? That's just his flag on VLR.
Are just too good.
I've done this so many times, like reviewing a VOD as a coach. Like, the macro was good, guys. Oh, he had a man advantage here.
I don't think Demon 1 counts as an import for actual rules, but I think on VLR he has his nationality flag as that. Oh, Cider, Pat. Okay.
Definitely had opportunities to win certain rounds that would have made a big difference for Boom. So
who's the last one?
I honestly thought they played a pretty decent game overall,
10-10?
but PRX is just PRX, and it's why I predict for them even against T1, for example. I'm thinking like, it doesn't matter. Everything can be against PRX, but they will just shoot their way out of bad situations.
It's subs.
They have these players that just come alive and can win you rounds.
It's super subs, but who's the last one?
Mechanics with fantastic game sense, and there were moments of that, but that kind of undersells just how good PRX is. There was, of course, as usual, great macro for them as well.
Yeah, Forsaken would just jump up on a box and just start terminating everyone, like left, right, and center. And,
that clutch.
And worth noting, this is the first time he's officially playing Brim. here on the VCT Pacific stage, adding another agent officially to his
Okay,
arsenal.
let's wait on that.
Let's talk about Boom. KO with Shiro. He had, you know, they want the bonus.
This is the bonus. You can see Shiro is ready to
Dude,
flash
what
two
is
players
Kovac?
out of Nuka on the bonus round. These are the kind of plays that you need to make to be able to win these situations. Flash catches Patman.
Remind me where Kovac and Hyber are.
Follow up. NC Slasher hits a banger that gets the hell out of there. That's just how sharp Boom are. And Boom in their ascension run.
There are a couple IGLs out here.
So good for them, and you can see here it's the exact same thing. They are so good at holding down the site. It was NC Slasher and Zespi on the Viper back.
Kovac's vitality, right? Okay, that's what I thought. But he's not. I don't think he's the IGL. Swiss Albanian. Okay, that's good to know. Swiss Albanian.
But Forsaken clutches up, killing DOS9 through the tube there. It feels like even when
no, the FPX sub was Cider.
So strong starts to the half from Boom, but then
isn't CGRS in Korea watching PUBG? Oh, is he? Might be.
That's when PRX went live.
Yeah, when Forsaken clutched that round, there was a little smirk.
Yeah,
like
unfake should be unless they changed it. So that's not it. Because we got Crazy Guy, we got Zespi, but that's not it.
Also on Bind, we had a Yoru. So how you guys
Zespi.
Yeah, I love Yoru on Bind. I mean, yeah, you can see Forsaken's first game on Brim.
24 out of 27 agents played is crazy.
Yeah, if you're starting over towards
Dude, I don't know much about Verdi and Kovac, and not much about Hyber either.
You see the double swing off the back of that. Doesn't work out for PRX, but Yoru is such a cheeky.
But Kovac shouldn't count as a sub. Patman shouldn't.
Another perfect example of this. The double up into the TP, where you send your Yoru +1 into the
quite
TP
frankly, statistically, that really just leaves Hyber.
A lot of the time when you hear that TP on the attacker side,
Unless it's like Patman in Challengers or something.
He's going to TP out. They even send the clone, but Forsaken sits in the TP.
It is. Okay. Wait, when did Hyber sub in?
Why he gets away with this play later in the round. You're going to see
subbed in for Fnatic back in 22. Okay. Okay. I had forgotten about it, but yes, that makes sense. Okay. So if that is the case, oh, stage 2 rookies. Oh, what? Not stage 2 rookies? Oh, I guess Verdi's on a stage.
That guy's long gone out of the TP, and then they just lose the round due to that.
I mean, it's such a nice setup. It's such a smart way to play. You can tell they practiced this, and something is so good on that Yoru.
I really like how he's gone to the Yoru, right? I think there was a point where, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, he's just a jet player, but I think he's really found himself and redefining almost how Yoru is being played on some map. Jing, of course, is our MVP, and of course he is. On the Raze, on Bind, this is such a classic.
All right, this is my last shot.
Against Boom as well.
Oh, but that's not true either.
He was
the top-rated player in both of the series. The PRX loss in groups of stage 1 and the win in playoffs. He topped the board for PRX in both of those games.
And he's
no, but
playing Raze again.
Patman's not a stage. I was thinking stage 2 rookie, but I guess 1010 technically didn't start stage 2 either. So.
This is not a bad map for them
historically. I wasn't discounting Patman. I was just thinking stage 2. No, so I'm thinking there has to be one that's like the only guy that's a different like region or nationality.
For me, they're the best team.
The only player, but like Patman is the only Filipino on PRX. 1010 and Stu obviously the only Koreans on their team. Crazy Guy the only Vietnamese.
Arguably the best team in the world on their best map.
I mean, Zespi also. You know what I mean? Like
potentially staying in Pacific on. I mean, that's rough.
I mean, it's. Go ahead.
Look,
I mean, it's just
there's a chance. There's a chance, guys. I'm gonna cook a little bit. They're
although
so good on
Swiss
Lotus.
Albanian,
they are, you know, really close to qualifying to playoffs. But Forsaken has 3 agents
this
left.
Doesn't make sense.
Viper,
what are these
it's
for?
A Gecko. What's the last one?
What are they doing?
Maybe he's just gonna play one of the other ones, just to be like, look, guys, I need to collect them all.
They'd still win.
Probably. The way they're going, they probably would.
Nationality rep in a
global. I think there is truly no one better.
global.
That Bind game really exemplified it. Now we're moving into their home ground of Lotus, where not only are their
who would be the
crazy,
fourth?
their macro is crazy good. They just love this double duelist. I mean,
Patman technically. I mean, I guess it depends on whether you count second or not. But
Pacific, I believe it is. Outside of Pacific, it's even more than that.
Yeah.
Like it's like, I think it's like 16
this is
wins,
tough.
1 loss
This
or
is
something.
tough.
Like 16 wins on Lotus, 1 loss. What is that?
Well, I mean, there's so much tape for Boom to VOD review. I know you guys love VOD reviewing, right? That's your favorite part of the coaching thing. There's just so much.
So much VOD review, much tape. Oh my god, we got a 5v4 guy. Jing killed 3 people.
Oh man, it has to be though. It has to be.
Theoretical answers, but against PRX, it doesn't matter if you find those answers because the individuals are
Lotus,
just so
by the way, feels like it's been so long since we've seen Lotus.
They normally do. They will start out here on the attack
All
side.
right, one last chance. Is Verdi?
They should be feeling very confident they're going to close this.
What nationality is Verdi?
Back to a very standard composition here with the Fade, Viper, and that Killjoy. The roles are really what we would expect. I think.
Well, okay, so we got 6 Pacific / Asia Pacific. Verdi's Dominican Republic.
Now is the time for a step up from Boom, or it might just all be over.
Yeah, they're gonna have to dig deep within.
And it has to be this.
Everything they got to bring this to
Oh,
a
it's not.
series.
What is it?
Send it back to our commentators, our casters, Komodo and Quack.
Thank you very much.
APAC players in a different
you guys,
sub-region.
Kind of dig deep, find your animal spirit, bring out that wolf in you.
Only player from their country in their. Oh, because RB left.
That's indomitable.
You got me. You got me.
Been a bit since we've played this.
You got
we
me.
haven't played it so far coming in towards this stage, right? Bind, Icebox, Ascent, Corrode so far for them.
Oh my
Add
goodness.
Lotus into the mix, but it's a new composition that they're deploying. Got to see difference in delivering in a pistol here, Quack.
Oh, and straight into it, right outside of pillars. You got the pink shells chucked over as well, so information now as PRX is back off.
Okay, Jing down.
Advantage for Boom. Highlighted early. How many of these situations?
Hey, Kami. Yesterday was frustrating. T1 Homeground was cool, though.
Oh, until the shoulder gets clipped out and pills something.
You say surely not this time, but that there in itself might have just done the job. It's not Jing. He's gone that Pilsky was highlighted and getting 3, but maybe it is something.
And up to
It was Stu, a Korean duelist who is currently playing for JDG in China.
Well. Oh my god, he just gets the Sheriff flick. Last player, and all of a sudden Shiro just wonders where his teammates just went.
Just feels like normal PRX things at the moment, doesn't it? When they're from a deficit, they are just going to have an answer back as an individual. They are on the money today. And I don't think there's a way in which Shiro is
positioning's very good.
back into this one.
Boop. Oh, boop the other way.
Hold.
Boop the other way.
Never mind. Forsaken for the 3. Shiro will get the same. And that means the pistol round over towards PRX is going to fashion them the good old start here.
Well, then the next round comes up. It's going to be PRX with the buys, of course. Boom, though. I mean, slight attempts at trying to hold it out with peeks from B. PRX just snuffing it out. You know, same as always.
DRX Team Secret? Oh. How do we tell them? How do we tell them, chat?
Yeah,
it was devastating, to put it lightly.
Guys, right? It's been a while since they've played this map with this composition, but it's not like they haven't played it at all. So while we've just got the pistols here, we'll see what damage that Boom can do.
Okay. Pretty good one.
Bold.
Spot Jing trying to float up on top. Maybe continue to fan out, but PRX, they're just marking these angles.
I mean, PRX do not. Yeah. Okay. You got to stabilize. You got to pick up the weapons here.
Really a dink. Forsaken still healthy, which gives PRX confidence to really bulldoze into the site. NC/are not able to hold.
Team Secret was very good, right? Yeah. They were very good about not having Zespu rotate onto duelists.
Because this is where this team has come from, right? Their stakes of VCT Pacific is on the line. But that is really where they kind of made their mark, right? From there, I
mean, Zato was playing a lot better yesterday, just in general.
From them, we saw the beautiful group stage that they came out with. Where's those performances? This map of Lotus, whilst this composition they've played before, right? A one-player difference when you think
All right, bonus for PRX. Jing's on a Sheriff.
Had some scrappy results on this map towards the tail end of when they were playing it.
Well, hopefully
whoa, Dust9. Dude, Dust9.
PRX starting strong.
Atypical today a little bit. A little bit too shaky.
He always is looking towards these extremities to punish somebody who's jumping.
So they will rotate.
Hook, line, and sinker comment right there is that's exactly what Berserks is doing.
No, Dust9's having a bit of a rough day today. Might be a little bit under the weather. Might be the heat. Chat, apparently it was 37.5 degrees today. I knew it was hot, but I did not realize it was that hot. We like stepped outside to go buy ice cream real quick. I mean, also in the morning when I went to church, it was like super hot, but apparently it was 37.5 degrees today. It was hotter in Seoul today than it was in Bangkok. That's kind of crazy.
Thinking to route back towards upper.
Or they save and go again. The B side is hard to retake.
True.
Devire's watching
It
pillars.
was 50 in Turkey. Celsius. Holy. Dude, it's a problem. Oh, well, this is a problem. You gotta save. Oh my goodness.
The final two players, the known quantities, coming out from Pillar, and PRX just back off from it.
It's the save from Boom. It's the expectation, and this is why I'm highlighting.
37 isn't that hot. I mean, also like negative 18 isn't that cold, but you know, I guess pick your poison. I don't think negative 18 is that cold in the winter, but everyone else thinks so. So.
Which means it is just the one gun for DOS9.
Before I go, I want to ask how the connection was. No, it was good. It was good. I mean, it was good, but also annoying in the exact way that connections is. So it was good. The whole like within APAC was like, that's kind of annoying, but like that's also just how connections are. So that was fun.
PRX are big chilling right now. That is absolutely what they're doing. Big chilling. They've got no pressure on them in championship points, it feels like. They've already,
yes, default. I am Christian. Negative 18 is hella better than 37. I mean, that's what I'm saying, but, you know, Twitch chat wants to brag about living in the heat. I mean, you know, we can do this all day, you know?
Boom saved over from the last round. Yeah, that's your first gun going.
Like 2 meters of snow, I mean, you know, just shovel it. Not a big deal. But you know, some people they'd freak out with like 1 centimeter of snow.
What a flick from Famous!
More of those needed.
Not able to find it just yet. He's still fanning across, pushing out alongside a teammate. Oh, something just holds the angle from stairs.
Yeah, everybody coming in from the spawn side of things, and Shiro noted at Waterfall.
Uh-oh, he's not getting out of this. Oh, I mean, he wishes.
Not even. And now with the shorty, something just having a run with it. Berserk's desperately trying to get one, if anything, but it's not happening. 4-0 for PRX.
Are we going to get another timeout early on in the mix here at this
No,
stage?
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying I think it's very silly to be like, oh, that's not that hot. It's like, well, I mean, it depends on the region, right? People in California are freezing when it's like 8 degrees because it rarely, you know, when it's like 5 degrees because it rarely gets that cold. I mean, I'm just saying it's like, that's a silly thing to brag about. Also, once it reaches a certain temperature, like, being like, you could just wear a thicker jacket actually doesn't work. But, you know, it actually doesn't help once you reach a certain temperature. But heat is generally harder to deal with, I would agree. But that's also just me, like, right? Like, my wife would always be like, no, I'd rather it be, like, melting hot. Because she's generally weaker to the cold. Does it not get that cold in Australia, even in the winter? Like, even now? Well, yeah, also humidity matters a lot. But today's, I don't think it's that humid, it's just straight up dry heat. Like, just straight up heat stroke heat in the sun. Oof, I mean, by the way, this game is, we're seeing it crumble.
NC Slasher just trying to hunker down.
It's like 11 right now, 11 degrees right now. Huh.
To get the quad online for the ace. Something! He stole it away!
How dare you! The crowd wanted the ace! Everyone wanted it!
Tisk. I think he was 1 away from his 10th ace in Pacific as well. Come on, Ilya.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of moments in this one that Boom had, you know, opportunities. Had Jing be felled there by Berserks, you know, low HP and such. Had the first kill not gone their way as well when he's satcheled in towards Gregor and the judge.
He was actually so disappointed.
Here's the question that I just
Our problem is it doesn't get that cold relative to other regions that are housed. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I mean, though, is like your clothes are built differently, your houses are built differently, your body adapts differently. Like, chat, I used to walk around in like, you know, several inches of snow with flip-flops on because I was used to the snow and cold. The moment I moved to LA for 1 year, I could never do that because as humans, you actually adapt. I know it's shocking. You know, you oftentimes wonder how did humans survive for so long when we're all so dumb, but shockingly, we do adapt biologically.
Yeah. Perhaps if you are then able to maybe eliminate
And
divide,
that's what happens.
Start with baby steps. Find that confidence again.
Yeah, I used to wear shorts like in the winter all the time, like when it's like even below zero, because I'm just like, dude, it's so hot. Like, I'd rather feel the cold. And then the moment I lived in LA for a little bit, I was like, okay, this is getting chilly, and it's like it doesn't even come close to 0 degrees.
Atrocious. This round is going to be very ill-equipped, though.
Meanwhile, Fabio's out here just rooting for something to get more kills. Hungry to rise the ranks of VFL.
Something has the heads-up buy to be able to polish off these members very rapidly, too, with the Outlaw. Do like this patience from PRX as well. Come on the back of that timeout. Expect a little bit of a different idea from Boom.
캘리포니아 출신은 한국 와서 한 4년 정도는 죽을 것 같았죠. 그러니까 캘리포니아 진짜 살다 보면 적응을 생각보다 빨리 해요. 저도 내가 뭐 그렇게 바뀔까 생각했는데.
Oh my.
So I'm a little bit surprised that Boom isn't opting to do a couple of those.
Dude, PRX though. See, so as we were talking earlier, someone in YouTube was saying earlier, like, I blame Riot because the patch, the map pool change, it really makes it hard for teams to do well. I agree. I totally agree. But there are teams who will retain what they're good at. Now, granted, Lotus hasn't changed, so like, you know, obviously what they did through Toronto helps. It carries over. But I just mean that overall, PRX has like figured out what works for them, how they need to keep what kind of fundamentals. That's what made Gen G seem so strong last year. Is that like, I don't know, they're like able to just kind of force their fundamentals onto each meta, like they're doing it. And I think while yes, it can be annoying, and like I mean, you know, you can try to speak out about it to see if Riot changes it. I don't think they will. But at the same time, I think it's a good opportunity to praise the teams that do maintain their form.
6-0 now.
Yeah, that one just rips him out, doesn't it? Some good damage from Boom, I will admit, but just the one rifle.
I'm the real founder of this crap. I mean, Fabio, you kind of are. I'm willing to give you that credit.
Good shots out from Patman for sure, but that round just feels like still a bit of a throwaway. He's at 6 in a row. It's the economy looking A-okay for PRX, building up on some ults of their own.
Patman's playing very well today, just in general.
Another situation where there's not much of a
nah, something. Let Forsaken get the kills. I've yelled him. I mean, I don't have anybody, so go PRX. NC Slasher's been on one a bit too today, at least on Bind. See if he can use that momentum to bring it back for them a little bit. Oh, dude, not finding anybody is rough. Oh, that is rough.
How's he gotten away with that one? 17 HP. You've drawn out the showstopper from Famers, the Nightfall from NC Slasher. And as you pivot towards this C side of things, you're funneled in towards Berserk's utility, but it's not like Shiro was able to get here.
Now they gotta back out, dude, and they still have something at low HP lurking on A. That's crazy.
So it's essentially a 4 versus 4.
Rotate. Just go ahead and clear. Uh-oh, something. You don't have as much time as you thought you did. One guy down.
Possible now, maybe. TP's in the safe.
Gotta start running.
Rendezvous with the rest of the team.
Oh, the pit. Something. You might not have as much time. Berserk's is gonna hear him. Berserk's, do you hear? Oh, he stopped just in range.
Coming up from behind. Trying to work around this pit.
Oh my gosh, Jing's just looking to buy time. Jing's just looking to buy time.
Berserk's getting good on one.
Berserk's has figured it out. He's figured it out.
All the way through something. He's way too low and
oh my goodness.
Yeah, that haunt that comes out there, unfortunately not too far out towards Benj to be able to catch that player.
Well,
the cost of 3 ultimates. Boom do get the round that they so desperately were hunting for.
Bruh.
A little bit questionable from Devi on that jump there, but it's allowing, you know, the first little early proceedings from
Took them
Boom
3
to
ults
start
for
to get
this,
in
but did
towards
they
that
get it?
retake.
I think that's the more important question.
It's extremely needed, but is it just going to be in isolation? Because they don't have access to those ultimates that feel like it was just such the pivotal factor that they needed. Now we finally get some rubble contest from them, and they work it successfully.
Very nice. Takes that kill onto Forsaken. One of those smokes robbed away, but as soon as it happens, PRX just don't let up into Pillar onto another kill.
That's an overextension from Berserk, from Shiro there, sorry.
DOS9.
Komodo trying to comprehend why in the world it was in fact the Viper that was out there.
Snap around, but Jing finds the trade.
Yeah, keeping us in an equal state here in the 3 versus 3. Comes down to the
For that much
mid-rounding
baiting,
right
he should
now,
have gotten 2 at
PRX
least.
are feeling that they want to call around, and for Boom as well. What they're going to be able to.
Damn, all the mods getting taken out by the showstopper one by one. The showstopper sniper.
They're going to hold true with the 3 members there as well. Scope out the situation with access to a lockdown here.
Okay.
PRX might want to take a bit more of a forward angle after the plant.
Only going to have to consider it. Nonetheless, mid-round calls working out a treat for the spike plant, but here it comes. Boom, famous. Quick on the draw.
Oh, got the second
Berserks.
dink.
Still possible on
Doable.
the lockdown, but it's just one guy left, so you even think about it.
You want size?
He's played
Oh!
safe, and as soon as Devi swings, it's the 3rd kill under the belt of Famous.
Yeah, the feeling that Devi was going to be a main there
Chat,
as well, right?
I don't really want to bring it to your attention, but I just want to say ever since I spoke the line, go PRX, they've lost 2 rounds in a row. Just thought you might want to know that.
There as it's another pass mark around from them. I think more importantly for me is that they did go for that rubble control.
No Brazil, we've been denied the Brazil.
So very well done. I do love the little double up.
We can go 10 rounds in a row and I still wouldn't have faith they win this map.
Together. Another buy that they need to test though here.
And you say RQ will win stage 2. I mean, I would say that they're a contender once again.
Side of things.
DOS9 looking to play spoiler now.
Not like a huge favorite, but I would say they're a contender for sure.
Just position in towards the smoking side.
No, I said contender. I did not say. No. That's not how grammar works.
All of them inside of tree currently hit by the flash for sure. Where you have NC slash.
I do want to kind of see PRX corrode though. You're right. But honestly, I think it's gonna be a blowout. So I'm kind of done with blowouts.
Nightfall sent all the way through the back, and then it's onto Berserks. Still possible on the lockdown.
Yeah, there's a minute to go as well, and Forsaken is here super early. Berserks just discourages the Horde. That's Arafi.
Planted it in the spike. Now on to Shiro. Looks for the jump spot. With weapon fired
Yeah, would this be the fastest day if it ends here?
He needs to just land for a quick kill. Not quite able to get it. Patman stutter stepped over. And it's just not.
He's trying, man. He's trying, man.
This one wall. Oh, and then the white.
Oh, man.
What is this? PRX undeniably still once again back into the game.
That's just real heads up play to come in for Forsaken to go up towards the heavens as well and catch them none the wiser. I'm going to say it again here, folks. Another 4 versus 5 rounds that is slipped by Boom Esports, but here it is from Forsaken. The positioning there.
Don't give a 4K to Forsaken, bro. Tory-owned player.
And then in the 2 versus 1, it feels like a bit of bullying to come through from PRX. All those
that's so great.
Just chipping away. Death by 1,000 cuts, unfortunately, for Boom. 5 rounds the separator, and PRX towards a mound play where DOS9 might want to get out of here.
I mean, they know. They know. They're the ones that do this.
PRX, and now the party brought over. Well, Berserks doesn't want any of this. Slight flanks coming through. Ooh, managed to look at the back.
Yeah, a bit of an O-step from Devi, just caught off again with a sheer number approach, but Forsaken doesn't miss those. Extra information now in a retake that you've kind of got to go for as Boom.
Get 1 kill as Famous.
I mean, something only needs 2 more for the ult. I say something goes out for kills. Go on the hunt.
PRX looking to play forward positions as well. Berserks doesn't have the best gun.
Dude, they just paranoia to see mound just to buy time and guarantee the round. That's crazy. Oh,
not too bad. That's a weapon picked
dude,
up.
Fabio, I don't know. I don't know. I think you're doomed.
Into the smokes they go, and then it's boom, getting shut down by PRX until 1v1. Time taken away, and it's just Patman.
How the hell do you lose that? That's what I'm saying. After reviewing all the Haven games, I've come to the conclusion that Zeta has a better understanding of the Haven wall. I mean, wait, you mean like how to use it or how to play against it?
Where we're staring down the barrel of what could be a 10-2 at worst, 8-4 at best if we get a bit of a switch-up come through from Boom here. I was thinking to myself, DOS9 hanging around, he doesn't have any assistive factor to get out from that dark cover either, right? Boom and not playing a Vice that they can get that flash to come on out. In fact,
yeah, what's something out right now? What's he got?
Bar the paranoia from DOS9, and is he really going to be using that?
11? Okay.
Not
I mean,
really.
15 seems likely.
So
15 seems likely.
The numbers a little bit here with this composition as Boom. They do switch up the utility.
I never really got how to use it. Were they using the seawall yesterday?
And he still gets
oh wait, no, I saw your dude, wow. I saw your post on Discord now that I think about it. That's not the wall I like though, just so we're clear. I think it's better than the I don't actually know if that one's actually better than the A wall.
Might have snuck on over the back, but a 1v5, can it really be? Might be his 10th ace if he actually pulls it off. Gets the first one, but then the swarm. A full rush and stampede from the Wolf Squad.
Yeah, Famous with the showstopper for the
all right, he's at 9-3.
At the end there, running around, but it's not like a headless chicken, so that's a good thing for Boom in this round. Got one on the board here for the run to try and
dude, Panda knew. Panda was like, oh, I can't stop this one.
Undeniably needed, as opposed to a 9-3.
I missed that earlier. Oh my gosh.
Just full focus here for Boom now into the last round of this half.
Have a good one, Ronnie.
Be available for Shiro, but on the flip side, it's already a go call for PRX into this B site. Get all the information off Something's Dimensional Drift.
Pesky away that he works with in the bucket shot around the back. NC Slasher completely confounded.
Yeah, he just dunked on him, hasn't he?
Oh my gosh.
Certainly you don't expect another shotgun. Oh, the shorty. What is this round? Close range duels, another judge.
Chobra, do not look at the Wolves DRG comps for a cent.
Right under Famous. He's gonna have to tread carefully.
All right, there's a couple ways this can go. One is one of them is playing Waylay Phoenix, but it's gonna be really bad, while the other one plays Waylay Yoru, and it's still gonna be really bad. Actually, I feel like that's probably what's happening, which sounds miserable.
Another weapon has enough rounds and with confidence takes the duel head on.
It was worse. Oh, don't tell me they're playing regular Ascent comp with solo Waylay. That actually sounds way worse.
Right idea and location for the Snake's Bites to try and have a
dude, I feel like PRX is just kind of chilling in this game.
In just the back and forth battle around that B site.
Check the Cliff channel on Discord since we're on halftime break.
Quick adjustments.
We'll do it after the game. Remind me after the game. Remind me after the game.
It's gonna need to be an almighty.
Let's check the comp. I mean, when you brought this upon you brought this upon us. Now I have to.
Still mapless in this stage currently.
Oh man.
Oh hey, it's Monyet.
This is Monyet in the crowd. His old maybe.
There we go. Dude, what?
We're getting a lot of air quote art today.
Oh, it's the
okay, yeah.
the 90 Huskies. Oh my gosh.
But you know what I don't want to frame up truly is this performance from
dude,
Boom.
what?
You just want to see more. You're desperate for it.
I want to see Corrode from PRX.
What is going on, man?
Here, a good showing from Boom Esports. And honestly, I want to see Corrode from PRX.
Everyone's wondering about it.
I mean,
it all hinges.
you know what the worst part is? You know what the worst part is? You know the real worst part about this?
Deficit.
And going to an attacking side of PRX on notice as well that have
The real worst part is I actually think I like DRG's comp better.
In its entirety.
I think.
Go to the defensive side now, it's just a lot of 6-6s at the halves.
Which I don't know how that makes me feel, but I think I like DRG's comp better.
Attacking side. I think it's the best that we've seen from them in a very long time on this map.
Look at the Icebox comps. You're killing me, chat. I mean, listen, I'm just gonna, just a disclaimer, if you're gonna cook, you gotta cook like Berlin. Like, you can't half cook, all right? Either give me beef sashimi or give me a steak, you know? Don't give me this, like, not even raw cooked steak, just lukewarm raw steak.
This needs to be the pistol round for Boom.
Berserk's the back line support with the Sheriff. One-way smoke in the front. Forces to flash away from PRX, which makes things
Boom.
a little bit better on the post.
Trying to stick with the game.
With as well.
Atman drawing a little aggro. Forsaken's too low to take a fight, though. I mean, Jing has to be the one to do it. I mean, Jing, at some point we gotta go. Jing, well, as soon as Forsaken dies would not have been my choice of timing to start moving, but that's just me.
They get the second pistol at least here. Much needed though, as I'm talking about. I
think the word you're looking for is tartare. Well, no, because Korea has its own version of beef sashimi that's straight up just called beef sashimi, but in Korean.
All together, pack mentality through the sea, mound side of things into the site, holding nothing back.
Although sashimi technically already is the Japanese word for it, but anyway.
Utility from PRX, which makes that post-plant retake a bit more difficult.
Is orange the color of a Tory? That's a good question. Just so we're clear, your ID is orange in my Twitch chat. I'm not sure if you were aware of that as you were typing that, but...
I was kind of wishing we see a little bit more from Boom. A couple of wrong reads.
Playing it safe this time, spotting out that smoke. Boom over to C.
Yeah, another empty site.
I was just about to switch windows and check the Icebox comp because everyone's talking about it. Because I was like, I mean, surely Boom wins this, but then I'm like, actually, that's not surely. So we should stay on the screen.
Flashes on over for safety. Divine not allowed to set foot.
Yeah, should just be a good plant here from Boom, and then look to retain as many guns as possible.
PRX smoking off. The waterfall choke though. Allow for progression in. Boom, spamming the mags. PRX trying to close in the distance. Famous opening up with the shot. Shiro holding the angle from stairs, and the kills will just light up the kill feed.
What is the Icebox comp? You guys, why are you guys doing this to me?
DOS9 just down onto the Sheriff means he can get an upgrade coming in towards this one as well if they want, and they can start to have a pretty comparable bonus round if they want. Lots of rifles.
Okay, but honestly, I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. I don't think anyone else should be using it, but I kind of dig it, actually. This is what I'm talking about. If you're gonna cook, you might as well freaking burn it all down. I mean, just so we're clear, I do think Neon on Icebox is quite good.
It is just Forsaken. He's loans himself over at the A site currently as we've got a bit of a split effort.
No, but Harbor's not bad on Icebox. It's just not always. I mean, I just think if you're gonna play double controller, I think that, well, they weren't even playing double controller, but if you're gonna play double controller, Omen is just more versatile for now. Like, it's gives you a bit more to work with, but I don't think Harbor is bad on Icebox.
Yeah, there's no way NC Slasher gets back into this one, unfortunately. 4 alive for PRX in a very
solo controller Harbor is sus.
Even a knife run out there, try and get the spike over towards the site when you're chased.
Although solo Harbor Icebox in solo queue kinda cooks, let me tell you, chat.
Crashes over to the A site, which is why that was an unexpected position from Shiro. When you look back at it, you kind of understand the mindset of why that comes into play. You're thinking that the A site is empty. Nevertheless, though, PRX now doubling the scoreline here. We've got the proper buy to come through.
Okay, Boom. This is the round you can give us hope.
Take the ultimates where they can.
All right, they failed to clear the eye, but that's okay. They don't get fully tagged. C-site's already been pushed out. Huge flash. Okay, they figured it out. A little bit late, but they figured it out. No one pushed out anyway.
And any scoreboard checkers would see that Jing has just collected that ulti orb. Get one away from the showstopper.
라인님 안녕하세요.
A.
Everett, you quit. Yeah, I love you quit.
From Boom at the moment, so PRX have just a lot of this domain position around.
Play Valorant for 1 or 2 games. It's been a while. I mean, I have been playing it just like 1 or 2 games whenever I have time. Just haven't had time to stream it. Probably not today because I have a lot of VODs to watch and I'm very sleep deprived. So once I start VOD reviewing, I probably need to have like music that I can't play on stream, like copyrighted music going to stay awake.
He had no gate crash, I believe, to get out of that one either. So it's a player advantage for Boom right now, but where do they want to go? 30 seconds to go. Got to make a decision. If you're going to B, you haven't baited out this sheer.
Hey, I know a team that tried to throw fakes and then went to B late and lost the round.
At least trying to hold the off angle towards upper, but
combo.
Honestly, macro-wise, this seems worse, but they'll at least get the plant, or they'll try to get the plant down. Okay, they will not get it down. Oh, but the showstopper panicked to try to deny it. Oh boy, why does that work out for them and not us?
Devi trying to slice the pie on over, but DOS9 has it ready.
Oh, that gets so close, though. The Seasonade combo works a treat. You got the showstopper that does get brought out by Jing, but in the open, a little bit unfortunate there. He tucked himself into the corner. Might have been able to become shootable, essentially, to rocket on out. Just gets really
Is this really worth the hope, though, chat?
You got to have somebody
Is this worth the hope for Boom Esports?
A 2 versus 1, knowing where Devi is coming from at the end there as well. It works out for them. Boom. The 6th round accumulated.
I mean, they got full armor.
They got a mountain of a fight.
Lucky for Forsaken, out of all people on that roster and all the agents.
Managed to dodge it for now. DOS9 though.
Tempting fate.
No, but I am dying on though.
Pressure to really pick things up.
I am conflicted if this ends here. I get more VFO points, but I also want to see PRX corrode.
Something takes him down. And C-Slasher for
I mean, I don't know if this is the matchup I want to see PRX as corroded, honestly. I'm just happy to see that they floated it.
And DOS9 down for the count. No Omen smokes. Nightfall in towards the A side. Are they going to go into the site, though? At least behind this breakable door. Look who's lurking.
Boy.
Oh, and it's the
how does he get
down? And C-Slasher managed to pick it up, but still,
they're so good, man. They all take lessons from Jing. How does he get 2 with a Bucky?
He's just locked out.
Dude.
Bits of utility here for a 1 versus 3.
Slow creep forward, maybe the kill onto Devi.
Talon PRX corrode would cook, man.
Yeah, good bait
actually.
Come out there. Good adjustments as well. Devi down to 11 HP. Could have been a risky business going for a committed fight there by himself. So it's good little
Forsaken my goat, never questioned his Bucky ever again. I mean, I'm just saying, you got Jing on your team earlier. Something had it in the Your World. He's not the first one that pops into your mind. That's all I'm saying.
So there could have still been a trade attempt, but the fact that he gets that one a little bit unscathed is better in PRX's favor.
All right, wrap it up. Boom's got no econ. 1 away from the showstopper for Famous. Shrew fragged out this game, though. 18-12.
Otherwise, you're given PRX round number 12.
Oh, wait. Is someone asking for menus?
Got to respect the one-way here. Something can
Bonmi. Bonmi's great.
Still over towards spawn. It's got a couple of timings still on it. He'll just refresh that one.
I love Bonmi.
An overextension from PRX here.
Doesn't look like PRX is about to give it to them either.
Excuse me, chat. 혹시 이번 팀원의 새 마스코트 아티 보셨나요? 어제 아티랑 사진도 찍었습니다. 물론 농심 스트리머에서 뭐 약간의 배신의 느낌도 있긴 있었지만 그래도 또 새 마스코트니까 아주 열심히 일하고 있다.
Picks up 2. Do they expect still something to be over? The side has just been tagged down to 33.
Oh my word. Showstopper pulled off just to buy that space. Comes at a
Big scare tactic. Berserks gets 2. That's a mockery in this round. This is an opportunity for Boom to be able to pick up this round. As I say that, they're still on top of it.
Yeah, DOS9 2 times in a row that I think I mean, surely he's designated to be the guy that's playing anti-flash, but that is rough.
Well, the spike goes down. Boom.
33 HP.
What Vandal skin do you personally use? I either use what's that one that is the best one, chat? What's the best Vandal skin? The Wasteland.
hears the jump.
That one
No,
or
they did not
Ion
get him.
or
Well,
Champions,
he's equipped with
but
a
not the
stinger.
OG one. I don't have the OG one.
Circumstances.
Just run and gun it down. That's all you need. He crouches, and that does it.
Oh,
3 kills under his belt again. and
Wait,
boom,
what?
They managed to extend their life.
The Thrifty, they 100% needed this one, even 110%, which is, you know, an invaluable number. But
dude, I just assumed the round was over. Started talking about my Vandal skins.
Bit of an overplay from Devi. It's still keeping numbers from them. It's really that shot
Oh,
from Berserk. That was the pivotal
that
swing
double.
moment in the round. As soon as they were able to bring it down into the spot where
Okay,
it's
you're
knowing
weird.
where
Thanks.
Forsaken, oh sorry, something is coming from on 33 HP. Getting Thriftied to keep PRX off of map.
What about your Phantom skins, dude? I do need a better Phantom skin, but like, I mean, maybe I'll buy one if it's on night market. I don't really feel like buying a new package. Right now, I'm using. What?
No! Famous has been done dirty. The model didn't even look like it flicked on up.
Damn, dude. For Phantom, I usually only use last year's Champions one. I really like that one, but if I get sick of it, the only other one I have that I really like using is the Blaster, the Nerf gun.
You don't want to go against a judge that close with an outlaw.
It's enough information for Boom to really rethink their decisions now.
Confirming the information with that as well.
아, 저도 아티가 약간 그냥 이게
Really scale on up into this A site.
뭐라 그래야 되지? 약간 너무 상업적인 느낌이긴 한데 또 실제로 모델 해가지고 거기서 마스코트님이 막 응원하고 하는 거 보니까 그냥 귀엽긴 하더라고요. 아, 잘 쓰면 그냥 좋을 것 같아요. Can you ask John Riot that for the celebration of 5 years of VCT Champions to rerun the old VCT Champs bundles? I want the Champs 2021 van. Okay, thanks. Why does everyone really want that though? Isn't it just the nostalgia?
Looking towards the dark cover here. Does he have a second one about to come online? Perhaps.
What's supposed to be the side dish to a sandwich?
Okay, this is cheeky.
I don't know. Who's asking that?
Oh, he's missed it.
Why is there a side dish to a sandwich?
Boom, time enough to get the spike down.
Oh, chips or fries. Fries is too much for a sandwich. Fries, for me, fries, burger. That's about it. Chips, though? Potato chips? Yeah, that's pretty good for a sandwich.
Couple of weapons retrieved for PRX. Here comes the outlaw angle. Something, though, not too bad on the classic.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. This ain't over.
NC Slasher, all eyes on you, buddy. Something closes up. Doesn't quite land a shot. It's Patman with a wallbang, and then for NC Slasher to save it up.
But man, oh man, does it get close? Just one player surviving on Boom's
Yeah, I mean, I
side
guess
of
if you
things,
want like
we're gonna
the
keep
collection
getting
of
rounds
it,
them like
some
that.
people like the sound of it. Yeah, that makes sense.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
But I do agree that exclusive bundles should stay exclusive. Do we think we're looking at triple Korean teams and then PRX at champs?
So they are still keeping
I think either RQ or Talon can take one of the other slots. So like it'll probably be like you know, like Genji or T1 plus Nongshim, and then like PRX and RQ or Talon. I think it's going to be very competitive. I think Talon has a good shot. Good shot. But I think it would be very hard for all 3 Korean teams to make it. Let's put it that way. Along with PRX, I think that would be crazy.
But the Prowler chasing on his tails now. Patman looking for the peak, only for Devi to come out from C. That's gonna be serious.
Yep,
point
that's
right
match
there.
point.
PRX come out with a very forward approach there.
I mean, T1's not falling apart anymore. I do think, I mean, they're still kind of in recovery mode, but the trajectory is going back up. So I think they can be a contender. I don't think they would be favorites, but I think they can be a contender. They also just have so many points that there's a good chance that they go to champions.
It's that cheeky laugh. 4 rounds of padding now for PRX to put a closer on this.
I mean, 4 ults on both sides. You've got 2 stingers. This is a doable round for Boom.
Drop in play. Similarly for Boom Esports, who are going to this A side of things to start.
It's doable. They heard something. He's got TP though, so he's just gonna wait it out.
Playing incredibly sneaky. Still has
Amos, what's the idea here?
Yeah, a call for a bit of assistance from the team as Boom start to scale up little by little. Isolate a couple of these angles if they possibly can as well.
TP's out because of the Prowler.
Hot for something, so just going to play with the timing of the gate crashing. Get out of there.
Okay, looking play around the door.
Yeah, if it's going to be a B angle right now, you want to scope out if it's going to be from a couple of different directions. As they have no idea how close Famous has already gotten to this B site.
Close and strong enough. 2 ults immediately deployed. Spike plant coming in, but still a possible retake for PRX. The flash comes through.
Hit down.
Oh, and it's
where's the party?
No, the showstopper onto NC Slasher 2.
I mean,
it's just down to Berserks. Spike still down, and he goes in with the lockdown. Still trying to swing
I mean,
off. Needs to get the kill.
whoa, wait,
Good
really?
on the
You weren't
first,
gonna just
and
stick
low
that?
HP is Jing.
It has been half defused though right now, so Berserks needs to find this 1 versus 2. You mentioned Jing is low and something has fallen back.
Oh, he's very ahead of this.
Oh,
but he doesn't see him!
Hold up.
Turns back around, but it's Shorty. Oh, great shot from Berserks. Jing now way too low.
Oh my god, the paint shell.
Oh!
That is a divine moment right now coming through. It's not
That is the most PRX way to not end a match. Dude, I was so scared of it. And then I was like, well, it's above him. Maybe not.
As soon as I saw him underload them, I thought
But it would have been such a good way to clutch it. I mean, it's just so... Oh my god.
Entertaining as well. He shrouded
I mean,
the site when everybody was looking up towards the tower too. Yeah, all you can do is laugh about that one. That is absolutely comical.
Oh my gosh.
This is needed.
If ever there was a Pacific moment. That's all I'm saying.
Flip it. Well, positioned outside mount for now. Got to respect the one way again.
Exchanging of a little bit of damage between the two. Slow rolling in towards this round.
Well.
Leave no stone unturned.
이번 점수 파리 경기장에서는 셰스코 맞아요. 파리 베이저 때 경기장입니다.
Still knowing that
They didn't show Alex. I don't know. That one, surely he didn't get that mad.
Just slow and steady over towards this A side of things. From the shadows from DOS9.
Dude, there's no way this goes OT, man.
Ideas into PRX's heads on where they might think that that's going to be, but the fact that they're
3 of them one shot from the outlaw.
Their own spawn, they should confirm that it was a bit of a
The fake is very good, though.
Shiro, though.
Oh, but
that's a gun.
Yeah, Shiro, remember, was the player that was already tagged.
Forsaken's gonna go get the gun.
On in the mix, so the fact that that gets finished off quite easily makes things better for PRX, sure, in this lesser buy, but it also gives a gun over to them.
Nonetheless, the spike plant.
No pit to protect it as well, remember? Shiro used that last round and it got destroyed pretty quick.
Okay. Tries to push out further. Since it's a 4v5, you have the better weapons, but you still want to make sure you have a bit more space. I don't mind it from Boom. PRX now goes for their own pinch. They say, okay, you guys took Waterfall, we'll let you guys take Waterfall, we'll pinch from both other sides. The 1-by-1 trades is not good for Boom. There you go. DOS9 keeps them ahead. That's huge.
Still continuing to fan out with the pistols, but Boom has their number, and they will dial it.
Maybe a little bit more of a costly engagement there from PRX as well. Nightfall and Steel Garden thrown in towards the mix. They were hoping that the Nightfall catches the players on the site, and they can go in for this rotation flank. Back through mounds, the alarm bot.
Dude, there's no way this map goes OT.
Weaponry not really removed from, well...
Biased cast 1 round for the losing team. Thank you for using your points, No Void. You got it? So I got to cast in favor of Boom. Well, we'll do it after the timeout.
For the remainder here, PRX deploying a timeout. I mean, look at the circles that they've got too. There's still 2 more timeouts that these teams can use. If we need to have a back-to-back...
Wait, no, this was someone used their precious points. They want me to cast in favor of Boom.
At least for us back home,
you have to cast the timeout. All right, well, Boom. First of all, they've warmed up now. All right. DOS9 coming online as well. PRX getting a little bit flustered. The macro gets a little bit shaken up in that last round. I mean, sure, weaker weapons, but now that you've shaken it up, now that you've shown that you can run those fakes, rotate all the way across. There's a good chance that PRX tries to aggressively clear one side after a certain timer.
Right now,
see what goes on. Something will be, so that's 3 half armors for PRX. Armor in favor of Boom. The Berserks will be sticking with a Guardian here. Just carrying over a weapon. All right, Boom Esports. As long as they don't lose their Viper too early, honestly, they should be okay. So if you look at the minimap, PRX, they're actually going aggressive on both sides. And Boom just says, all right, we call the timeout. Let's see what they do, right? We've already worked the map the last round. It's all good. Boom's going to be okay. Ooh, they're going to clear smoke by smoke as well. They know it's the same setup. All right, this is good for Boom. They know exactly what's going on. They use a lot of usual to pressure, and then they're going to leave alert. So this is the reverse of the previous round. Trying to use those mind games against PRX. PRX, they have a C Vice setup, and they still double up. PRX is scared. PRX is scared. They don't know what's coming. They're like, oh, how many are behind this toxic screen? They have no idea. I mean, something's freaking out. He's got a TP out. Oh, and he TP's out only to Baby Door. They don't expect it, but something only gets one. That's totally fine. 1-for-1 trade. They only saw up to the Viper. So PRX doesn't have any ideas. They see the Omen cross. And DOS9 still 40 seconds. Not bad. Oh, PRX. Kind of the wrong read. Oh, Patman gets it. It's all right, though. Now, are the rest going to A? They saw DOS9 cross. All right, Boom. Oh, no. Boom. Not like this. XC slashing. You were so dead.
And then when it was so close for Boom, unfortunately,
oh, no.
PRX are still just that indomitable.
GG.
Final scoreline on the second.
That one gets quite close, doesn't it? A little bit too hot under the collar for PRX.
Oh, sorry, Belly Button. I just saw that you redeemed the Korean as well.
From them today, right? We're looking at their championship points already accumulated.
Damn, no void. Using your points for good, huh? Wait, did something get 19? That's crazy. That's crazy, Fabio. Fabio, I think we should change it to 3 kills. 5 is too much. I think we should make it per 3 kills.
They tried, man. They really did.
Is Fnatic the best team so far? I know they didn't make Bangkok or win a Masters final, but just wanted to know whether you can make it a unanimous team. No, I don't think it's unanimous. I think Fnatic's a contender. But I mean, in the current moment, if you had to pick, I actually think PRX has a good shot. But right now, the meta changed so much, right? It's an entirely new meta, so we're kind of starting on a blank slate. I think PRX and Fnatic are good contenders just because of what their consistency of like carrying through the new meta, but since it's one pod, oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have you over here for an interview. Thank you. 네, PRX의 팬맨 선수 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다. 이렇게 기분 좋게 연승을 이어가게 된 PRX인데요. 사실 기억하실지 모르겠지만 이 팬맨 선수의 퍼시픽 데뷔전이 스테이지 1에서
Oh, it's definitely a new meta. I mean, for one, not every team has played at Toronto. So, not every team has played without the Tejo. But on top of that, I think the other smaller nerfs are pretty impactful.
어떻게 느끼고 있는지부터 물어보고 싶네요. Congratulations, Patman. You probably remember your first Pacific debut was against Boom in Stage 1, and you've been very vocal about how sometimes you felt like you don't deserve to be here. You don't really belong here. But I feel like it's a different story now that you've won a trophy, you're doing so much for the team. So how have you mentally changed from Stage 1 to up to this
point? I wonder what he says here.
Do you feel like you've proved to everyone, but mostly to yourself, that you deserve to be here now?
I mean, everyone right now is trusting me and believing to me. They're always cheering up on me, especially Alex and my teammates, and especially Duke. So basically, Duke, our performance coach, is the guy I was used to say a lot of things, like if I have problem in and outside the game. So I was trying to be very vocal as well to them and say my feelings. So I'm gonna be like comfortable to tell a lot of things, and I can vibe more because I can be vulnerable to my teammates.
네, 먼저 좀 그때에 비해서 지금 훨씬 스스로에게 자신감이 많이 생긴 것 같은 게 사실 그때 이후에 팀원들이 자신을 더 많이 믿어주는 것 같고, 그리고 특히 판다 퍼포먼스 코치가 알렉스 감독님과 함께 좋은 얘기를 많이 해준다고 얘기를 하는데요. 일단 좀 계속해서 기분이 안 좋거나 스스로에 대해서 좀 의심이 들 때마다 조언도 많이 해주고, 그리고 특히나 중요했던 건 퍼포먼스 코치께서 팀원들한테 네가 어떤 감정을 느끼고 어떤 말을 하고 싶은지 좀 두려워하지 말고 표출을 해라라고 얘기를 해서 지금은 편안하게
What were some of the other changes? Neon stun was nerfed. Phoenix curveball was nerfed, which I do think that was a little silly.
개인적인 퍼포먼스에도 큰 도움이 된다고 얘기를 했습니다.
And then Waylay got buffed. Waylay got buffed, which I think is pretty big.
탄탄해진 것 같습니다. 헤이븐 승률도 굉장히 좋고요. 오늘 바인드 승리도 가져가게 됐고 코로드까지 마지막 맵으로 열어두는 여유를
And then I would say that
현재 이 매플에 대해서는
in the
어떤
Taeho
얘기가
patch,
오가고 또 팀원들은 어떻게 느끼는지도
the
여쭤보고
breach
싶네요.
nerf was also pretty big as well. But like even that patch again, not everyone played in. But then on top of that,
in the bag, and also you
the
guys
Waylay
let
changes I
Pearl
think are big
through
too.
as the decider. So what are the talks around the map pools? Are you guys confident in every single map?
I mean, we're still figuring out the things and
Have a good
we're
one,
still
Novoid.
practicing and trying to improve our comp and our playstyle in different maps. Especially, the map pool is different from last stage, but yeah, we still need a lot of time to improve. But soon, maybe we're gonna be confident that that map is gonna be better for us.
Okay. 아무래도 스테이지 1이랑은 많이 매플이 달라졌기 때문에 아직까지
Well, the breach nerf was going into Toronto.
부분은 분명히 있지만 그래도 조금만 더 시간이 있고 조금만 더 고친다면 이제 매플 걱정은 좀 단단히 묶어둬도 될 것 같다는
What happens if both ascension teams don't make playoffs and aren't in top 8 of champs points? They both get completely relegated and you get 2 new teams.
오늘
Nothing else.
2대0을 내버리는 바람에 저희가 페이퍼렉스의 코로드를 못 보게 됐었거든요.
Yeah, talk about the corrode. Leak the comps.
스포일러 없는지 물어보도록 할게요. We really wanted to see your corrode, but you guys just too old. No chance today. You can lie.
2 new teams from Ascension. The Ascension tournament happens no matter what. The Ascension team will always bring in at least 1 team to Pacific, even if it's not new.
Chaotic.
Chaotic?
Yeah.
Chaotic. Anything else?
They're
You can
definitely
lie.
playing Waylay on it.
Play the mind game. Like, what are you playing on that map?
Surprising.
Surprising?
Sorry, I don't know how to.
Okay, I don't know. Like 5
explain,
duelists?
but
I
really
don't know.
surprising.
Yeah. Okay. 진짜 놀랄 준비
Ascension
단단히
happens no
하시라고
matter.
얘기를
Ascension
하면서
happens no matter what.
엄청
Because
chaotic,
maximum only 1 team is
그리고
guaranteed to stay
깜짝 놀라실
if they
거라고
make it to
얘기를
champions,
하는데
right?
그
So
외에는 뭐라고 더
no matter what, we will crown at least 1
합니다.
team from
이어서
Ascension
이제
into
남은
Pacific.
투타전
It could be a
각오
team that's
한번
defending their
들어볼게요.
spot,
Next
but
level Zeta.
no matter what, that will
What's your
happen.
mindset into that matchup?
Against Zeta, we're gonna prepare for our days before our match, and we need to do our best to secure the playoffs also. So we don't need to hold back, and we need to stay in shape as well.
확실히 플레이오프에
But that's so cruel. Why do they only have 1 year? Well, the counter argument is originally you were only signed for 2 years, but you were guaranteed to get kicked out. So now the adjustment is like, well, if you do well, you get to stay, and if not, we get a new. And then anyway, the format's changing after 2026, so or it might change more. So like, it is cruel, but I mean, compared to the original one, I do think it's theoretically better than just being like you only get 2 years and then you're out. Goodbye. It doesn't matter if you're good or not. So. I mean, I think it's better. If you're Nongshim's GM, do you decide to prep for defending the Ascension spot? I mean, I don't have the team prepping for that now. Like, if you have to go to Ascension, you have a lot of time afterwards anyway. But I think if you're an Ascension team GM, like, you shouldn't, just because you don't get to defend your, or just because you don't make it to champions, I don't think should be a reason to be like, to like change the team. You know what I mean? Because like, first of all, if you didn't make it to champions, it's not like you're not guaranteed to stay in tier 1 anyway. So like making changes like at that level seems a little ridiculous. But also, you should more so consider, do I think this roster and the coaching staff, like what they're doing, has potential? Like, do I believe in the long-term potential? You should really be planning for long-term potential, especially this year, because the format changes anyway next year. Like, is our org thinking about bidding for potentially one of the partner slots that open up, et cetera, et cetera? So but if I'm Nongshim specifically, like, no, I don't think there's any reason to be like already give up and think that. But if you're asking, like, I mean, I don't know what else you could be asking, but if you're asking, like, would you be okay if you didn't make champs? Like, I think you have to be. If you're not, I think you're greedy. Because Like, your team is a team that doesn't have any of the similar experience, especially Nongshim. They're all people who couldn't play at Tier 1 anyway until this year. So it's like, you know?
Against the champions at the moment.
Are you coping, or you actually really feel like this?
Genuinely, I don't think they played.
Ascension happens after champs, yeah. Wait, no. When's Ascension again? When is it this year? It's after, right?
All too slow. It's all just a little bit too late. Boom are not a bad
Should be
team.
after.
I don't think they're 0-3, not winning a map.
Yeah, I mean, legit.
Well, they said they're considering lowering their amount of partner teams as well. So, like, we have no idea. We have no idea how it's going to change.
Everyone says Pacific so competitive. You got Boom and they're both 0-3. It's like, no.
Yeah, I mean, Leo's just, like, tweeted because a lot of people have been asking, but nothing has been, even he, like, it's not confirmed. He's just said, like, we've toyed with changing format, changing number of partner teams, changing number of Ascension teams. Like, he just said a bunch of different stuff. So, like, I mean, this is all hearsay. Basically, things will change. We have no idea what. They're open to literally anything changing. It might not even be called VCT, chat. Who knows? They might even call it the VTC. Like, we have no idea. So there's no point in really discussing that because none of it's really official announcements. Essentially, it's October 13th. Right. Yeah, so it's right after Champions. But yeah, so, like, if I was Nongshims, I mean, I would be like, I would rather see this roster grow than be like, damn, we didn't make it GG. You know what I mean?
People are like, okay, there's gonna be some changes happening on PRX.
So.
I am people.
Well, look at you now. You're
Alrighty. Bit of a fast day before 9 p.m. Kinda crazy.
They finally put him back on the
Kinda crazy. So that should wrap up VFL, yeah?
I mean, he's so good here. He's so good on the Yoru. It's such a natural fit for him. And once again, he's looking dominant, going from strength.
Where are we at, chat? Where are we at? Jeez, rough week. Kayak not getting double digits. Robbie BK with 0. Rough week.
It should be a dominant group set. I don't see them dropping. I don't see them dropping a map until we maybe head to like an upper bracket final or something. To be honest,
I'm actually really excited to see them play against. I know both of them are super amped up to play each other, and they're both feeling pretty confident about it. So we will be getting that in 2 weeks.
I think they'll. Well, they didn't say they would do that. They just said, like, that's an option they've considered. I mean, the thing is chat, like, 8-4 like might sound great, but like that loads into a bunch of problems of like, well, Ascension, like, how do you make that exciting then? Because if like 4 teams are moving up, how do you do relegation? Like, chat, it's so complicated. Doing especially worldwide formats with scheduling and all that is very complicated. Looking at the points real quick, so Nongshim's still for now okay, but this is what I mean. Like, if Nongshim, basically for Nongshim, because they're with GE in the same group, basically if Nongshim can beat GE, most likely they're going to playoffs as well, because they've beaten both GE and Team Secret. Well, and Team Secret, since they've beaten both, but that also would basically keep them above both of them in points. So, like, for Nongshim, the whole like playoffs or points thing doesn't matter too much because of the groups and the matchups. So next week is kind of, I think, like, it's good to think of it as do or die. And I think you kind of have to think of it as do or die, just because Global, if they show up, I think is going to be a really tough matchup. So click on a player and player stats page. Player stats. Ad attack. Ooh, dude, this is nice. Fabio, this is great. We're really getting there.
We all had like at least one.
It's real. Oh, I like this. It's clean.
Where are you? Where are you? I'm angry. You can't pick me on.
Dude. So this is this game week, this past game week. This is total. And this is neat. This is awesome, man. Great work.
I can't believe you fell for it too. I mean, maybe you.
Nongshim and Boom both go back to Ascension for 2 slots and meet again in Ascension final. I mean, I honestly think though, like, the way that Boom and Nongshim have played in Pacific, I think that experience matters so much. I'd have to watch the I will be watching the challenge, like I'll be VOD reviewing the challengers winners to kind of get a good grasp of Ascension before that begins. But I think the experience you gain from Pacific, and both of them I think have made really good use of it. I think they're both learning a lot of tough things. Someone was asking earlier, like how would you break down Boom's downfall? But I really just think that they were a very prep heavy team. This has overall been a pretty big meta shift, and so they're kind of struggling with being ahead of things, and then also like the pressure of like we have to do well now that it's stage 2. So will you co-stream Ascension if you get perms? For sure. I mean, I can't imagine it would be hard to get perms, especially, I mean, let's if Nongshim ends up playing in it. So
It's not looking good. It's not looking good. You got a big lead now, so I need to do better.
4 teams moving up can be really exciting. Well, right, but like, again, what I'm trying to say is this balancing excitement for viewers versus teams and business and sponsorships and deliverables, and it's a lot. Like, that's what I'm saying is like some regions might, like we're pretty blessed even after the whole SEA debacle is like, we're pretty blessed in Pacific to have enough players and teams to be like, 4 teams sounds pretty cool, like even if they're not all under proper orgs. But like America's, like, I don't know, 4 teams, does that really sound like the greatest of ideas in terms of orgs and business and all of that? Like, can they all even manage themselves? Can they even all afford to like move to LA? And like, it's just, and like Riot will support a little bit, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, America's is left. EG hasn't played yet. Oh, well, I mean, my EG guy is benched, so that's true. I forgot about how time zones work. 83 points, nice. I mean, this was a real bad week, but it's okay. I still believe in my Nongshim boys. I think C9 will win. It's groups. Of course C9 wins. You're on 91 points with Sato left to play. Damn. Take Francis out. The 1 week reactionary Randys are here. Francis got giga points last week. What are you talking about? I mean, Nongshim just overall, just nobody on Nongshim did well this week because we got bodied by RRQ. I mean, oh well. All right, chat. I am gonna wrap up here as well because I gotta figure out how to stay awake and do some VOD review before I sleep. And I could stream the VOD review, but I'm so tired that if I was streaming it, I think I would, with like copyright free music, I think I would fall asleep. So we are going to hop off. We'll stream tomorrow, probably VOD review tomorrow, because I have to catch up on all of EMEA for Plat Chat. So we will do that tomorrow. But thanks for hanging out. A bit of a weird week overall in VCT this week, but you know, hope you guys still enjoyed it. We'll be back tomorrow with some VOD review, etc., some other things depending on the time. And I will see you all next time.